hello.
Hey!
How's it going?
Excited for game night, that's for sure. Also got my CNC a couple hours ago.
Oh, neat. What are you going to make with it first?
The stand that goes on. But probably just do some small things first and then make some cabinets for the closet.
It sounds good. Hey, more than 3 people.
I know.
That been an issue before?
Many times.
Hi.
Usually Meow gets eaten by a bear, Luzo falls asleep unconscious.
Data breach.
Oh god, that again.
Uh-oh. What?
There, he's gone. Farewell.
And a Tony, who's not dying.
Yep.
I mean, if you think of it, we're all dying slowly. It's all good.
If you've ever worked in IT, we have no soul left.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, I put 20 years in that industry.
Yep.
Dear
Join
Lord,
the-
not another
Join the
one.
club. Got another IT guy.
We're multiplying.
I.
The depression continues to spread.
How does this
100%.
happen?
No, I'm no longer in IT. Did I get my soul back?
No.
No.
No,
you
it's
always
not
thought
That's not how.
I'm hoping.
That's not how transactions like that work.
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
understand.
Hey, Bravo, join us with the IT side.
I think not.
He tried to at one point. One of many jobs that he has attempted in his career.
I used to work for IBM. It was a terrible decision.
Well, I mean, that's IBM. You should do like.
IBM was good 20 years ago. Not no more.
Yeah,
More like
that's
40,
when it
but-
was 20 years ago.
You forget Bramble is ancient at this point.
I am
No,
ancient.
it's not
I will be
ancient.
43 next month, sir.
So you said no rare classes, right?
That is correct, sir. We're all going to stick to common and uncommon. Because I want the new people to catch up with the more advanced people that I invited. And hopefully the more advanced people that have joined the group and added to the player pool. So, you know, like you don't feel that a session isn't going to happen from a week-to-week basis. Now we have more numbers to draw upon. So getting 4 to run the game will be much easier.
And we can actually get content that's made for a high amount of people instead of getting crushed.
I gave you trivial encounters and you TPK'd. I'm not sure what happened.
Pathfinder can be like that.
Yes. Not all encounters are created equal.
Our DM's trying to kill us.
Technically, we did TK. We had one person survive with 1 HP, and the rest had, other things happen to him.
Hey, that's a victory in my books. That's 1 more hit point than the enemies.
Yes, yes. Speaking of enemy, why don't you fill our new people in on what happened last session? I want them to get a good feel for, how things go with the group, like how well you mesh together, the effects of teamwork, no one runs ahead, do they? No one
What the hell is teamwork?
makes
Oh.
pacts with the Fae.
I think it's a different language.
Yeah, and the DM never punched a person or group that runs in splits.
I didn't punish you, you punished yourselves.
See?
The
I
DM
don't know, I
is
think everything was great.
variety.
Oh, it's definitely.
Mhm. So who's gonna explain it?
Well, how about this?
Tony.
How about this?
I wasn't here last week.
Let's
I
start...
can't even remember what I ate for dinner last night.
Okay. How about this? How about we each introduce ourselves, starting with Tony, and then we'll go down the Discord list, get to know each other and the new people, like who you are, what you're playing. We'll start small.
I mean, I can take the lead since I'm at the top, eh?
Yep.
But this is reminders. This is coming from a person who hasn't played since apparently I created the other Avery. But I'll tell you what like I do or who I am and all whatever, you know. The
He does a
introduction.
good old man voice.
Nah. That's just because I'm aged beyond years and time and space. I'm Tony. I play Avery, the Cavern Elf investigator in this campaign. Been playing Pathfinder for God knows how long. Too long at this point, but it's fun still. Avery, last I recall, was trapped underneath a pile of rubble. And if I'm not mistaken, I was saved by my compatriots, Bramble. Am I right on that?
No, you were not saved.
Oh, there we go.
They did not save you.
There we go. So yeah, I'm not saved. But it's okay. I have backup characters because that's who I am known for. The man who runs into fire and pretends I'm not burned.
You are still alive though.
True, very true.
Or the
Aren't
man
you also
who
the
sets
one
up
that
who exploded the alchemist lab and
Not
set
I.
everyone on fire? Do you remember that?
he also
not me.
PK'd our dwarf guy
Did I?
with a mosquito?
Oh yeah.
That's a whole other campaign, is it not?
Yes.
I can't.
Yeah. I was playing like a wizard that campaign, and I thought bloodletting was the right medicine for poison. Apparently not. But hey, we're here. Yeah, I'm just the brains, no brawn. So that's Avery in a nutshell. Who's next? Because like I said, I think I was away for a few weeks, so I'm also kind of learning what's going on here. I think that's Contaro next because that's going down the list.
Curses foiled again.
Yep, got him.
So I've been busy making a backup character in one of those things to help make your whatever. So how are we describing ourselves again?
That's entirely up to you. Just say a short introduction to the new people.
By the way, who's making new characters anyway?
Don't worry about that right now. Just
Okay.
introduce
Yeah.
yourself, one thing at a time.
I'm Kentaro. I currently playing Grim Snarl, maybe something else, depending on making a new character or not. And Grim Snarl has bad luck with hitting enemies when it really matters. He managed to, despite being not trained in intimidation, scare off a bunch of kobolds when he was at 1 hit point. No, it was 4. It was 4 hit points. And I don't know where to go from there.
Fine, that's good. Lou, you go next.
Death, destruction, bloodshed.
Yes, but not about your IT career, about your character.
You got a point. I play Weeb and I'm making a new character as well since I think if I remember correctly, we teleported to a far, far away land and we're no longer in Kansas.
Well, that's half true.
Okay. I play what was it? I can't remember. It's a witch. That's all I remember. Damn.
The fox.
Kitsune Fox, yes, witch. But I don't remember. It was a. Hang on, let me open it up. I'm struggling here. It's a night patron witch. That's what it is. I definitely like to throw chaos into the mix of the party, like putting our party members to sleep
Multiple times.
because they were doing suspicious things. I also don't like Zelos very much because there's two of him, and I think they're trying to do something to sabotage the campaign. Next person.
Oh,
How do
that's
you know
me.
those two? You never seen us both at the same place?
I think there was one time both tokens were on the screen.
Yeah, but my background is cursed family, so my cursed family senses tingle every time Zelos is around.
Okay. So I've been going by Meow because my screen name is Meow 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 Meow. But I am new pretty much to this game. I think it's been like a few months now, right? Something like that. I don't know.
More or
I think
less.
it's about 3 to 4 now.
Something like that. So this is actually technically my first like full, I guess, game. I don't know, because the other one we did was pretty short, right?
It was a one-shot that lasted 7 sessions, yes.
Right.
Oh.
So I am playing as Rufus, who is a cat bard, and what I remember from last week or last game was we were running around through like the basement or something of or one of the floors of this I don't remember, was it like some crucible or something? Whatever. Anyway, we're like exploring this thing, and I remember we were getting kidnapped into like a bad boy prison.
What?
Remember we all went to bad boy prison.
That's Bramble's house.
I
We I walked into a closet and I went into prison.
I think you're confused.
That's Bramble's house.
I think you're very confused.
No, we went into the prison. It was like in the dirt or whatever outside the
That's the crucible.
Yeah. But we had to dig ourselves out of like bad boy prison. And then there was a lot of back and forth with the Zeloses and the Zelai. And and then the last thing I remember was that there was some like demon creature asking to be released from a little hole, and I got myself stuck in there. And then the demon, and I think it was one of the Zelai, had a moment, and then I got like stuck, so I called our Fey Acorn friend and asked for help to get out. And then we all disappeared.
Oh, I remember. You got stuck behind the gargoyle's ass.
Yeah, gargoyle, whatever. Yeah.
All right, Shroud B, would you please introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, hello, I'm Shroud. I'm one of the new players. I will be playing Davos, who is Earthwood kineticist. Basically, he will be like a gentle giant kind of sort. He's just a happy-go-lucky guy that just likes his booze and his fine food, and he ventures outside doing small jobs as a herbalist and such to find money to buy more booze and more good food.
Good, that's pretty simple. Stennis.
We can fit right in.
Stennis, I'll be playing Loden. Loden is a monk. He's been trained to eventually fight armies and win wars. He's pretty serious and mostly quiet, but we'll see with this group. About the winning wars and being quiet, I guess.
Yep, yeah, you'll find out.
We don't win wars. What are you talking about?
Dear
Oh,
Lord.
that's what he was trained for.
You don't need to win wars to go to a tavern and have a good time.
I'm pretty good with Pathfinder rules. I'm not the greatest with Foundry, but that's because I use Roll20 for my games, and I tend to struggle going back and forth all the time. But otherwise, I should be fine.
No worries. We're a patient group, so
I struggle with everything, so.
yeah, that is also a common thing that goes on here.
When a player
My reality, Ben.
when a player has trouble, I usually take them through step by step with everyone. And the people that do know the system well enough and do know the virtual tabletop well enough all contribute. That way, you know, like you're good with the system. You can help people like Meowth and Loser. And I'm good with the VTT, and so is Tony. And we usually help people with those that aren't. And it helps to make things a little bit faster, and it's also a good teamwork exercise. That way no one feels like overwhelmed or like there's a time limit on something that's happening.
Sounds good. Oh, we play every week. Is it as
Yes.
long as we have 4? Is that the rule, or?
Correct. Unfortunately, next week I've been scheduled to work on Saturday. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately.
No, that's fine.
Unless
What if everybody shows up and we have like? Is there any issues with that? Like where
Oh,
people
that's
have
up
He
to you.
owns the server.
That's entirely up to you. You may do as you wish. Just let me know, whatnot. If you need the server up, I will leave it up for you. You can get things done in the meantime, but I unfortunately will not be able to run while I am not here.
We don't have any issues where if there's too many players, right?
Well, that's just the thing. I didn't expect everyone to be here like this. I certainly didn't expect 6 people. I expected 2 people to show up and the 2 new people to show up. That's on me.
I can
Fine.
step out.
Nope,
And why?
you do not need to step out, sir. It's good to have a party pool like this. What we'll do in the future, how about this? The first 5 people to sign up will be the ones that will be able to play, because we've had a lot of people who aren't able to commit to signups because they don't know until the last minute whether they can or not. That way, that will help us determine who's playing that week and whatnot. Because we have a lot of people who have very busy lives, so I didn't want to step on any toes or anything. So, if anything, it's my fault if you feel there's too many.
Well, no, I didn't sign up at all this week. I just showed up.
Yes, I know.
That's what I'm saying.
And I try to have signups to avoid things like that, but again, life gets in the way, and I just
yeah, if you
roll
do,
with
damn
the
if you don't.
punches.
That's all it is.
I have no problem with more players. I'm not running, so.
Yeah. Trust me. With just 4 of them, they get quite out of control. You will quickly see what happens, especially now that we are going to explain what happened with the Fae and whatnot. Basically, the outline of what I'm going to give you right now, even though your characters will not know this, is that you are going to meet Davos and Lodin in the town of Falcon's Hollow. Things have changed extremely. Emberbrook is no more. You've basically lost 10 years.
What the fuck did you do to us, Rufus?
There was
We
mention that, a price had to be paid for saving you, and the price was 10 years. The orphans are grown up now, and they know that you didn't save them.
What?
Do they know that we murdered some of their kin?
What?
They've had 10 years to find out.
Oh, God. Find out next time.
No.
Or Dragon Ball Z.
Find out this time, because we're about to put you into the action. How do you want to do this? Do you want to go to the town and just meet each other, introduce your characters, find out what's different, do it naturally that way? Or do you want me to, explain all at once an info dump?
I feel like with this many people,
We have new
Um,
people who don't know what's going on. Might as well just drip it.
Well, that's
Peter.
Yeah, coffee drip style.
yeah. Well, that's just it. The two new people are the ones who are going to know what's going on. It's the old people who don't know what's going on because they've just found themselves isekai'd into the future.
You know what? Let's
Oh,
just
so-
do
so-
this naturally, and let's see our reactions unfold.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. I will take you to Falcon's Hollow then. I will unpause.
Can
the
we
game.
sacrifice Rufus, please?
No.
It has not even been 5 minutes.
Oh,
Oh, it's good to know that we didn't change anything in 10 years.
to us, it was a blink of an eye.
Right?
Well-
Yeah.
At one second, we see a gargoyle and his large ass blocking our cat, and now we see grown-up orphans that are trying to murder us.
One of those grown-up orphans runs this labor town.
Oh.
And just like the unfeeling, uncaring people who didn't save him, he rules it like a tyrant.
Fair enough.
God damn it, Zello.
So,
Hey, at least we know which one's the good one.
No, we don't.
Wait a minute. The Zelos that was with us didn't age, and the other Zelos aged then, right?
Neither Zelos looks older.
Oh no.
all right. So, can I just ask above game?
Yes.
Were we just kind of whirled through time like Samurai Jack, or was it like an instant we are one place and now we're at the other place?
You're in one place and now you're the other place. You were asked to be rescued, and this is where the Fae rescued you to. Time is meaningless to them.
All
True enough.
right. Well, I mean, Acorn told me she was bringing us to the city. I don't know.
She was bringing you back to town. You asked to go
Well,
back
whatever.
to town.
Same thing. Okay, whatever. I don't know. Bring us back to town.
Yeah.
We are
But
inevitable.
I don't recognize this place at all, right? Like,
Oh, no. This is an entirely new place. You
Yeah,
are used
yeah.
to the town of Emberbrook, and in
Yeah.
its place is this town of Falcon's Hollow. There's a lot of wooden structures here and a lot of beefy men and women. Basically, the only thing they do here is labor for the lumber camps, and there are many,
Wow.
many lumber
Oh.
camps.
That's
So there's
fine.
no skinny people anymore.
There's no
I
more
mean-
skinny people.
Wow.
man,
What the
these
fuck
people.
have we done?
Avery looked
Yeah.
at his form and I'm like, I am definitely going to stand out.
Hide me, Gnarl. Or Grim Snarl.
I look around for Acorn.
She's
Where does
talking-
Borda snore?
Well, at least half the group is going to be okay.
Oh God.
What
do,
happened?
do I
Isn't
do I
Pat
happen
doing great?
do I happen to see our little Fae friend who
Yep.
jettisons us through Acorn?
We
Where are we?
we should probably try to find some allies who can help us.
She's not talking to you. She's talking to these two people over here. And she begins telling Davos it's just like they're really helpless. You gotta help them. I
Huh?
brought them to you because I know that you're very good with things and whatnot, and you're good with fighting. They suck at fighting. You have to help them. Okay, bye.
Acorn.
Hey,
Grab her
hey.
little
I
pixie wing.
think. What? God damn it.
Oh,
Uh,
Oh, hello?
1 second. Out of character.
Yes.
What do I know about this fairy?
She is basically a troublemaker, and this is not the first problem that she's put on your doorstep, Davos. You are a man of the woods, and she is very much one of the pests in the woods.
Given
Oh.
that my mother is a dryad, could she be like an acquaintance of? I know her through my mother or something like that. Like that annoying friend of your mother that just drops business on you.
Actually,
the bad aunt, you know.
she is actually a friend of your father, who she calls Tree Fucker.
Oh, she is.
Acorn's the best.
Acorn's wild. All right.
He's got the poo on you.
And Loden, you know Acorn specifically from all the times that she's given you bounties. from either the Adventurers Guild or improving yourself to the local lumber mill and whatnot, since you happen to be more of a mercenary side of things. And she knows she can depend on you, especially when some of the animals or some of the other Fae get too rowdy. You're kind of like her trump card when things go wrong.
Fair enough. That works for me.
So the party will see a very tall and kind of chubby man. Obviously, he's well fed, more than his fair share of it. He wears simple overalls, and you see that there are like small twigs and leaves and even tiny branches that have caught up to them from all his travels through the woods. Muddy boots. The only weird thing that would make him not look completely human is that his hair is dark green in color and his eyes are amber colored. He looks towards your group. He obviously has a very tired face as his size, and then he plasters like a customer support smile on his face. Welcome. What can I do for you? And who are you and how do you know that annoying fairy?
Should I go first, or and Avery will step up to the green hair man?
There you go. We'll start an NPC folio, only this time it will be for Falcon's Hollow.
For as clothed as she is, she looks skanky.
Sir,
Terrible.
she didn't fuck a tree.
Fair.
Wow. She was just a byproduct.
Not even. Probably a bystander.
Wow.
Or just buy.
Or just goodbye.
Wow.
We're very judgmental
Yeah.
people, unfortunately.
I try not
Some
to
of us
be.
are from town, though. That's why.
Oh God. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me.
Nice.
God, Lou. Really?
Yeah.
Avery extends a hand out to this green-haired gentleman. We happen to know Acorn through our adventuring. Would you have it? Is this Emberbrook, by the way?
Amberbrook? Was it?
Ember.
No. Already forgot how the town is called.
Falcon's Hollow, it's at the top left. You can see which
Yep.
map you're on.
Oh, yeah. Do I know what happened to Emberbrook?
Yeah, it was destroyed. One of the orphans that survived and whatnot bought the place out and sold it to the Lumber Consortium.
Oh, Emberbrook? Emberbrook has... It's been quite a while since I've heard that name, ever since it was turned to a lumber camp years and years ago. What are you talking about?
You know, this is where, like, the whole cult situation, not cult, excuse me. Yeah. Zelos Rufus. And I look around. Are we in the right place?
What? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we were being returned to Emberbrook.
Well,
We were
I'm not
supposed
seeing.
That's what the Fae told me, and she would not lie or misdirect me in any way.
It's possible this is where Emberbrook stood, but since it's been gone for so long, we don't recall.
gone.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
sorry.
Like, that happened like 10 years ago.
Yeah, the lumberjacks have it now. I mean,
Well,
how
they
could
had-
you have...
they bought the land and bulldozed it, and
Yeah, they massacred a couple hundreds of trees doing so. Not fun of that, but what can you do?
hey, we got to build houses, right?
So,
what do you mean 10 years?
so Loden,
Okay,
you look at them.
go ahead.
None of them look to be the leader.
I know, that's why. So you know, like every year we have a spring, a summer, a winter, and a fall. Like 10 of those
Yes.
each time have passed.
The-
So
the
10 of,
seasons
like
change,
40 of
yeah.
those, 40 seasons have passed since you've been here. Well, since that place you mentioned has been here.
I am
You know how
at a
time works,
loss
right?
for words. Yes, you know the clock hand goes, and the sun goes up, and the moon goes up, and it
Right.
goes on. And sorry, let's start with introductions. I'm Avery.
This is Davos.
Nice
You can
to
call me
meet you.
Loden.
I'm Rufus, and our quiet friend is Zelos.
And your other quiet friend?
Yeah.
The bear or the
I wanted to point out that you have a armored bear with you, right?
Yeah, is
Armor?
that
I'm wearing armor. What?
That I assumed from your token image. If you're not wearing, I wouldn't be saying
He's
that.
he's a barbarian. He doesn't wear armor.
You can wear a
Yep.
shoulder pad.
That's
Well,
armor.
That's a pauldron. It's not that of the world.
Quit arguing with the man with his logic, because his logic is more sound than yours.
I also don't argue with bears. It's a good habit.
I think so too.
I mean, I prefer.
I can't
arguing with
sleep
a
on
bear.
him.
Oh my god.
On
Okay.
who?
Grim snarl.
Oh.
Wait, if we've been asleep for 10 years, basically,
You have
are all
not
my
been-
spells recharged?
You have not
We-
been
we-
asleep for 10 years. You were taken on a magical journey by a small pixie who took you to the future through plot devices.
Feywild. Yeah.
And Feywild, yes, sure, Feywild.
God
Feywild.
damn it, Pixie Brown. It's a mix between Doc Brown. Come on.
So
It looks like
That-
you were, but go ahead.
that troublemaker just mentioned that you may need some help. I
Mentally
could
help.
point you to the
Yeah.
best tavern in town if you need to rest, or tell you a bit about herbs. I don't know what helps he's been referring to. I hope it's the the peaceful type, the type that you're searching for a job, maybe. Wanna be a lumberjack? I'm sure that big
No.
fella over there will be amazing at
I
cutting
mean,
trees.
we need
If
to
we're-
find the what's her name.
if it's been 40 seasons since we were last here, is our money even still good around here?
Oh,
The,
absolutely.
the change in landscape in town, you never know if the currency has changed.
Especially
Is
with
it made out of
inflation.
is it made out of copper, silver, gold?
No,
Or do
we
you
only
use
have
paper
electrum.
or do you use shells?
No, we use electrum. Is that
Oh, dear
electrum phased
God.
out?
No,
Oh, God.
no, no.
We get
Ideal
so
in
much of it.
selling orphans.
As what? Weeb.
So,
What's
Loden,
going on?
Loden, you have coin offhand, and comparing it to their coin, you notice that their coin is Taldorian, while yours is Andoran.
I let them know. These are Tandoran coins. I have Alduran coins.
Hold on, let me see one of your gold pieces.
Nah, I don't think so.
Rush!
No, I'll give you the Saldor gold piece. There.
We'll trade you the bear. For
No,
gold.
what? Sorry. Listen.
Smack Weaver in the back of the head.
All right.
If he
first
hands
things
me a
first.
gold piece, I'll hand him a gold piece. But otherwise, I do not hand a gold piece first.
Fair. Yeah, I hand the gold piece from our stash, and I'll just compare it to another gold piece we have.
So,
Look at you fancy people having gold pieces on hand.
I mean, we were adventurers. We've done many things. We've taken on Glintax.
Avery, they wouldn't know what we've done if.
Yes, they would.
Yeah,
We'd be in
if-
history.
No, we
They would know
wouldn't.
of me and my. They would know Avery. They would know Herlock Sholmes, the greatest detective in the Undercommon.
Who?
Avery's
You
on
think we-
copium right now.
You think we know a talking bear?
10
Tokyo.
lumberjacks that are more known than you. One of
They-
them fell like 20 trees within a week.
should know like some dwarven adventurers who took on the axe of Glintax and brought the prosperity back to their holy shrine. Am I going crazy? Like, what's going on? I think they were like Dolgrin and
No, to be fair, it might be me. I usually, when I enter the tavern that the bards tell tale, I usually focus on my plate and not on the bullshit that the bards are telling.
Excuse me? How do you know? It is not
I-
bullshit, and it
I
is
hold meow back or over.
it's essential. All right.
So
Okay, how about this? The tavern does sound like a good idea right now. Let's collect ourselves and collect where we are and when we are. Does that
I
sound
just like
good
to
everyone?
remind you guys it's only been like a minute in game and we've been talking about this for an hour.
Fair.
it's not been an hour, it's been 10 minutes, but I can tell you that by comparing coins, Avery, your coin has the symbol of Taldan, the first emperor, while Stennis, or excuse me, Lodin, your coin has the picture of the 5 kings and the 5 kings mountains on your coin.
This means all of our gold is useless, right?
Nope,
Not
it's still valued.
necessarily.
Wow, it's just more valued now since it's older?
No,
No.
it's just from
Dang
another
it.
country. Like, this
Yeah,
place
it's
changed hands.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think we should all just have a moment and sit down and collect ourselves.
yeah, sure. If you have gold coins, you said that you're adventurer, so you have gold because of that. So if you buy me like a round of ale, I'm happy to oblige and tell you whatever I know about this place. And I've been around these woods and
One
this.
quick question: have you heard anything about a Kobold King?
I don't know, have I?
Offhand, no, but you can definitely give me either a society check or maybe even some, a nature check. Maybe, you've heard something from the Fae of the Forest, because, with the Lumber Consortium and the Fae contesting the Viridian Forest, a lot of weird stuff happens here. So, before you do that roll, you knew to do a blind roll.
For knowledges and perceptions, I usually, yeah.
Yeah. So, you have not heard of a Kobold King. You've not heard of any king in the area except the 5 kings themselves. They could be referring to, for all you know, a warlord of some kind. You're not exactly sure.
If it helps, his name was Rudishnork.
I know where the tavern is.
Oh.
He just starts walking
don't
towards
take
the
our
tavern.
God's name in vain.
My God.
Well,
Okay.
I know the 5 kings, and I'm pretty sure that none of them is a kobold, but there has been a bunch of warlords over the last few years around this area or even a bit further off.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it is just a time to sit down and not think about when we are and just, catch our footing. And
We still need to finish what we started. We gotta stop that stupid crown thing.
but doesn't help. Well, one, if we're 10 years in the future, I'm not sure if that crown thing has been stopped, or if it was stopped, it's not stopped by us. 2, we are lost in a place we don't know, and a place in time we do not know. I think the best thing for all of us is to slow down and collect ourselves. And with these 2
And we
fine,
can find out whether the monastery is still there.
all that and more, but step by step, my friends. And I'll turn to our new compatriots.
Here, we are actually very close by. Nah, it's just over there, the big 2-story building over there.
All right. I hope they like awaken their folk.
All right, so this...
Ah!
So, so this ramshackle inn offers food and lodging to travelers passing through Falcon's Hollow. And you see this rotund and ruddy female human bard that runs it, named Jack Criminy. And she's a retired troubadour, and she looks like she has a very easygoing demeanor and whatnot, and she's just putting out a plate of her warm, homemade, cinnamon crispy flapjacks.
Oh no.
Gordon, we're in trouble.
I'm gonna be fat by the end of this campaign.
I'm fat from the
Probably
beginning
won't
of it.
because he's already there.
Oh, hey there. You have table for all of us? With some of your nicely smelling things you just brought out, I suppose.
Table? Oh, don't sit at the table. Come right to the bar and I'll feed you.
I think the fellows are, from what I gather, they are from afar and they want to talk, so maybe a place that they can all bunch together. That's why I said the table.
Oh, yeah, right here at the bar. You can all sit at the bar.
Fair enough.
Sure.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course.
I take a quick head count of how many people are in the bar with my investigator skills.
32. That's a lot
32.
for a bar this small.
I turn to the barkeep and I'll ask, how much for an ale?
Oh, just a copper. But you want the flapjacks to go with it. My cinnamon-crusted flapjacks are some of the most famous in town. I have people all the way from other side of town lining up just to get them. This is the first plate. You better get it while it's hot.
And how much are they?
They're steel at just 1 copper piece, and you can eat as many as you want.
For that copper? Or just,
Rufus puts
I'm
his
joking.
copper down immediately. Doesn't even...
Oh, it's already gone.
I
Look at that. The catfolk took it. I'm sorry. You gotta wait for the next
Yes.
batch.
that is fine. I put down 4 silver.
Yeah, Zach. Wait. You know me. You know how good and reliable of a customer I am, and we are like,
Absolutely. You're tree fucker, son.
yeah, and we have like 7 people here. Do you? And they seem to be able to eat a lot. I mean, look at the bear. You.
Yes?
That's a slack for such an order, right?
He does like to eat.
Absolutely.
I'll put down 5 silver instead.
Oh, I thank you. That's 10 times I was going to charge you. Thank you.
Well, here's the thing. You said there's 30 plus people in here. Take some of that silver and give at least one person the ale here, 1 round each.
Oh,
Don't tell them it's from me.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, can you feed us and give us a good time here?
Sir, I don't do that here. I can
In that
entertain you.
sense, ma'am. We have our own bard for that. And I look towards the roof.
My. Such an appetite on that one. Yes, of course. I will feed all of you. I shall give you ale, and if you desire a story, I shall tell you the stories of the surrounding hollow and anything about our town. I've lived here all of my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
speaking about stories, the guys were asking me about, but you know how clueless I am. Some sort of kobold that was a big shot around here.
A kobold king, if you will.
Kobold King? Yes. Carptelept.
Huh? Not Voodoo-Schnork?
What?
You know,
Okay.
Rudishnork, the greatest sorcerer the
But-
world has known.
You said, what's the name? I'm sorry?
So, Loden, would you like to roll a medicine roll?
Sure, if nobody else was interested.
Oh, is he actually injured? I didn't
Yeah,
notice.
that's okay.
I will be as we're walking. I will also be like producing basically a pitch on my hand, and I'm gonna give it to the parents. Hey,
Sir,
this should help.
Devos, I've told you, no outside food. Stop that.
Yeah, it's just a fruit.
So was your father. Now get that out of here.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So
You
Loden,
keep mentioning my father like I hate him any less than the rest of the town.
son, this is a lumber camp, and your father had relations with a tree. That is a success, sir. I'm not
same
sure.
number.
Yeah. Oh,
Same number.
yeah.
It's 8 and 8.
So how much do I heal then?
2d8.
You want me to roll it?
Yep.
You want to roll it?
Yep.
Oh,
Person
he
who
got-
rolls
Be-
rolls.
It should be a critical though, with a 27.
Yes. Unless he did it at a higher DC. I don't know what his medicine is.
I think when you're trained, you can only do the.
Yeah,
15,
when you're
right?
trained, it's only 15.
Yeah. So now that Loden has started patching up Grimstarl while you're all getting seated at the bar and getting ales and crusty flapjacks or whatever it is that Jack is selling you, she's trying to get Devos over here to stop producing food in an eating establishment, which is very, very rude.
Yeah, despite that, if Grimslar actually it's he
He's
will
trying to eat 4 stacks of pancakes. He's 4 times as much food as a medium-sized creature.
Yeah, as you gobble down the small bits, you feel like some sort of vitality effect closing up your wounds as well.
Yay.
All right, so what would you like her to tell you about the town or whatever else?
I think Avery wanted to hear more about this Kobold King with a name we don't recognize.
Oh, well, that's just his name in Draconic. Anyway, I don't know his name in Common.
Fair.
It was said that...
Why go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, why do you care about the Kobold King? Are you guys looking to sign up or something?
Not necessarily sign up. I'll go closer to your ear so the doorkeep doesn't hear and say, we're from a time where we were trying to essentially stop the ascension of a Kobold King
Well,
and possibly find our friend who also claimed they were a Kobold King. It's a very strange predicament we were in.
Define ascension.
Taking the crown and wearing it and producing, doing a ritual to become a king.
well,
So you were involved in regicide.
I mean, if it was to stop the enslavement of all creatures, yeah.
I don't know what was going on 10 years ago, but I didn't hear anything about a kobold going to take over the country.
So I think we did our job. Good job. Good job. And I turned to everyone, good job. Good job. Good job.
So, what's this Kobold King known for?
Well, he isn't known for anything. Last I heard, he was stuck in the Crucible. Someone plugged the way with either stone or gargoyle or something that slowed him down for a little bit, and then the country changed hands, and that confused all the true-scale kobolds, and they've just kind of stayed there ever since.
so there's been like a fight for a Kobold King for 10 years.
I assume so.
Basically, no one gives a fuck about them.
Well,
I don't think anybody ever did.
Fair.
Kobolds are useless.
so from what I hear, people have been disappearing recently, and supposedly it has something to do with the power of this crown, or similarly, we've had a lot of people in the area who are well known who have been having nightmares. I don't know if it's related.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Davos will open his small pouch, his few remaining silver pieces, and he will go. Maybe. Have you heard of anyone basically giving money for finding out what's going on, then maybe saving those disappeared people?
I'm not sure what you're asking, sir.
Is there a
If you
bounty on
heard-
finding out what happened to the missing people?
Or finding the missing people, like wives, sons, free labor, whatever.
No one really cares. I mean, you just buy more labor afterwards. It's a labor consortium for the lumber mill. They note that the people go missing, but I doubt they care. It's when someone important goes missing that they care.
All people are important.
She just laughs and smacks you on the back. It says, like, aren't you a darling? Oh, I wish the world worked that way, hun. This is the Five Kings Mountains, and if you ain't one of the Five Kings, you're a worker.
And if there were no workers, how would the Five Kings sit on their throne?
On top of a
Hey,
huge
if there's a
pile of
kobold
money.
king, maybe they become the six kings then.
Ah, the Sixth King. I see you've heard of the Red Dragon in the area.
Red, huh?
What? The what now?
Supposedly he's the one who spawned all these true-scale kobolds, but it's probably just a rumor.
And I look towards the gang. Do you think?
Think what?
I don't
Do we
don't
know
think
what the name
actually.
of this dragon is?
I don't want to think.
Did it happen to have spiraling horns, or be a bit diminutive in size, or is it like a grown dragon?
Oh, it's definitely an ancient worm. Makes its residence
Oh,
somewhere in the Five Mountains. It's very, very famous.
Can I do a recall knowledge nature on how dragons grow, and if a kobold can grow in that,
Sure.
that short period of 10 years?
Yeah.
I will also pursue a lead on this.
Oh, God. All right, you know about Dragon Disciple and that a kobold could potentially become more dragon-like or a dragon at some point with the use of magic or this archetype that is yet to be discovered, but that's a big leap in logic.
All right, maybe it's not exactly.
However, you did
mhm.
know that Verderschnork had a dragon bloodline. A red dragon bloodline as a sorcerer. You know that for a fact.
True. All right, I will.
Our friend has become. It's possible our friend could become this huge dragon.
I mean, 10 years is a long time for anyone to ascend to greater heights.
Wasn't it the rumor that all kobolds of this tribe descend from this dragon, and the
Not
person that
necessarily.
you're talking about is having his blood because he's simply descendant from that dragon?
Mm,
Could be the Verderschnork we were going to stop, not the one that was traveling with us.
all that and
With the
more.
power
All
of the
right.
crown.
Wait, there are two kobolds with the same name?
Don't question it. It is
We
more
still don't
annoying.
understand it.
It is more annoying to think about it than it is to really comprehend. Just note that the name Vudashnork is almost like a lord title, I guess, if you really think about it. But they call themselves as if it's their common name. It's annoying and strange. And in all honesty, I just don't want there to be more than one Vudashnork at this point, because it seems like whoever wants that mantle wants to control the world. And I think we can handle our Vudashnork better than any other wants to be Vudashnorks.
Snark, I miss him.
I don't. I mean,
I hard glare towards Weeb.
womp womp.
Tell you what, I'm sorry, ma'am, and I turned to the barkeeper. Oh, your name again?
Jack. And this is my
Jack.
establishment, Jack Napes. Nice play on words.
I respect it. Could you happen to tell us of any other rumors around town?
Of course, but first I want to hear what Drow is doing up top.
Excuse me?
Drow.
No. I'm a cave elf.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, and she looks underneath the bar at some of the more politically correct terms. That is correct.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
Changed. Yes. What's a cavern elf doing up top?
Exploring the world. What's a bard like you doing up top?
Ah, running a restaurant, doing entertainment.
There you go. So why couldn't I be up here?
Well, I can think of several reasons, one of which is that usually the Xenoglaths or other serpentine creatures of the depths usually get anyone before they reach the surface.
Just call me lucky. Or average.
Well, average. It's a pleasure to meet you, at least. You're the first of your kind I've ever seen.
Well, hopefully it's not the last. No. Actually,
In
doesn't
the
he-
meantime, Davos will be just munching on pies and drinking beer.
there should be enough silver for like your fill of beer. If not, I'll drop another.
You've overpaid considerably.
Yeah,
There you
stop
go.
it.
To the
do
point
you
where
mean?
people are starting to stare at you.
No, I told her not to tell anyone.
She didn't. She didn't. But then
People have eyes.
you've been talking this whole time to her, as well as, you know, like once people bring out the drinks and whatnot, you know, like you've been basically there, directly in contact with her. So people
Fair.
are not foolish in this town, especially when they don't have that much pocket money from the consortium in the first place.
Can I distract them all with a jaunty tune?
Sure. Let me look up the DC of your level first so I can tell you the proper DC, because I will announce this and it will be public.
Ooh.
So, you are level 4, correct? So the DC is going to be 19 to distract them.
You could do it, Rufus. I believe in you.
Um,
Loading.
Sweet.
I forget which performance, yeah?
Yep, performance.
Oh my.
Damn.
So, you more than succeed the check, and people do get distracted by the tune you're playing and whatnot going on. Are you going to tell them the story about Glintax?
You could.
I could if I remembered it.
You do remember it. Glintax,
Guy in a suit.
Glintax of the dwarven race.
That's right. He was a powerful dwarf. And then his armor became haunted or something. A terrible gelatinous cube. It was awful and not pleasant at all. And I guess I would sing about his axe, his giant whatever axe.
Don't forget about the people chasing with javelins.
And the what?
The javelins that were throwing at you.
Oh, but you mean when I almost died
And
and everyone
always-
else died?
Yep.
Yes. But the magic of my song kept me alive. So, yeah, it was a fantastic battle for Glintax's whatever.
So, Lodin, from this story alone, you can surmise that this group has defeated a gelatinous cube, among some other things, potentially a ghost. They are much, much hardier than they appear to be.
I don't know what to make of it, though. They don't seem to be very focused.
No, they're not.
What about Ruse?
Yeah,
Oh,
Davos
here's
will
one that-
lean
Did-
towards
did your-
Loden and say that, yeah, so, you see...
Did your previous leader die?
Leader? What's a leader?
Like, who coordinated your actions in combat? Like,
Coordinate.
Coordination.
Eh?
Wow.
All right, barbarian.
Communication.
I hit things.
but what happens when you can't just hit things?
We were
I feel
kind of
bad.
thrown together.
Then we shoot things.
We were thrown together to help the. Oh God, what was she? That
That's-
yes, the Countess. We were banded together to help her. So I guess you could say she was our leader.
He was your patron.
You understand that you didn't finish any single one of the sentences you started.
No.
This is usual.
So there was a countess with you?
No, she's staying in Emberbrook. No idea what happened to her now.
Yeah. She was. That's how we met. To help her with some cultists and political nonsense, and then.
Grimshaw's going to scratch his beard. I wonder what happened at the party.
Wait, how did you go from helping a countess against cultists to hunting a kobold that searched for a crown?
These things just happen, you know. When you're out adventuring.
No,
We
no,
were investigating
they really
something,
don't.
discovered the crown thing, and then Acorn happened.
Fucking
Do you remember when we first met her? That was so long ago.
Well, you're lucky I know her for half my life.
So, how old are you?
Speaking,
Here's a question. Why don't you guys look for your countess or the cultists?
Well, we have to look for Emberbrook, and you've told us that Emberbrook is no longer a thing.
Yeah, so you don't have to look for it anymore.
Well-
we'd still like to look for it. I mean, maybe.
While you're here.
Imagine.
If,
No, but
if it was
imagine
here,
this. Mhm.
if it was anywhere, it was here. Or it doesn't matter. It's not. It doesn't exist anymore. So you don't have to look. For
No,
something
but
doesn't
that
exist.
should not be the case. Imagine if you got hurled 10 years in the future, and all you've known is just uprooted in front of you.
yeah. But
All right, Avery. All right.
Jack just said that the kobolds are still there in their crucible, whatever that fuck that is. So maybe the kobolds know what happened. If they've been trapped behind
Well, I
the
think the good
gargoyle's
news is the
ass,
kobolds haven't finished the ritual if people are still disappearing and having nightmares.
Fair.
Or they're maintaining it, one of the two.
what nightmares? Well, you keep saying words like we're supposed to know them.
I could have sworn someone mentioned that the nightmares were still happening with people disappearing.
I think
Yes.
that was the bartender. Right?
Yes, people are disappearing, and some of the higher ups in town are having nightmares and trouble sleeping.
Oh, I didn't hear the last part. Then my mistake.
And that's okay. You were
I
handing
was
out.
probably eating, focused on my food.
Got peaches in your ears, dear. Just like your mother.
Avery, I agree with you, Avery. I think we should find these missing people or what's causing them to go disappearing. I'm
Couldn't it
happy
be
to
who's running
help
this
with that.
city? Like,
It's more the town, but
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just used to living in,
I can tell
metropolitan
you,
location.
it's a known story. Actually, it was like an orphan kid that managed to grow out of the orphanage, and due to his life there, he became really ruthless, and he's the one that's running the town here.
Oh boy.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
That
is that
was
the one that managed
Rufus.
to escape?
What's his name? Hold on. His name was.
God. Did you write it down?
I did, but I can't find it. His name was Andy the Orphan.
No.
No. You know what?
Wait, if you know him, he's a big shot in the town. We can go talk to him if you want. He will probably know what happened.
Maybe not.
He was one of the people we were looking to find.
We could find him now.
10 years after we were supposed to find him in the first place. So,
Well, clearly he lived. Everything's fine.
Shoving
Eating
the
flapjacks.
showing the that is actually the best in character I've ever.
Flapjack.
Okay. I
well, anyway, I'm pretty sure I know where the missing people are.
Well,
Same
all right.
place they were 10 years ago.
How about
Do we
this?
care?
We should.
I mean, we didn't care 10 years ago.
I cared.
We were working on it, and then we got sent 10 years in the future.
All right. I think we should just take the night to recollect ourselves. Jack, is it Jack? Sorry, my
It
head
is
is
Jack.
hurting from Jack.
Oh, that's
you happen
okay,
to-
hon. The sunlight
happen
must be
to
hurting
have-
your eyes.
No, that's not a thing. That's not a feature we have anymore.
Oh,
Um,
well,
sunlight sensitivity is
Evil
a thing of the
sunlight.
past. Do you happen to have rooms available for the head count that we have here?
oh, absolutely, yes. But your bear will have to stay in the stables.
Grimstall, are you okay with that?
I'm just going to look at the stairs, and that's probably size for medium-sized creatures. It's like, I don't want to go up those stairs anyway.
I'll stay with him.
How much would it cost a room us all?
Oh, don't you worry about that. After the story you just gave me and how much entertainment and money you laid down, you can just plop yourselves right down and be comfortable. I think having you around is going to be very exciting for business.
Yes, and don't forget who brought them here, right?
Yes, that
Hopefully
Yeah.
the good kind.
Loden. Thank you for bringing them.
Hey, Jack,
I-
Oh,
you
no,
keep
we're
trying to
sacrificing.
swindle me out of my earnestly earned beer.
That is how
But-
that is what happens when you bring outside food into my establishment, young man.
I
Oh,
can
no.
give you how many you want to add as a flavoring if you want.
I don't understand how you work.
Oh, it's simple.
I think he's gonna fit in with well with this bunch.
What? And another pitch pops into his hand.
So she kind of interrupts and says, like, this is the leader of our town, Tholden Creed. He's
God, he's ugly.
oh well, he's very, very work oriented. He's part of the lumber consortium, the council that rules us. He's called the
What does he do?
Gavel.
Crack rocks with that skull of his?
Yeah, he's the gavel of the lumber consortium. How do you know?
That forehead gives it away.
Yes, well, he recently had a bit of a stint with his housemaid and got an illegitimate child, but you know how that goes for people in politics.
I guess that's a new one.
Yes. He has a bit of a thick
Um,
accent, too.
Okay, maybe we just rest and then talk to him in the morning. Davos and Loden, would you escort us to him?
Sure,
Take you
I-
to his.
I'll come here first thing in the morning.
I mean, you
Ah.
could stay, unless you have. Then again, you may have a house. No, what am I talking about?
I usually just sleep around the woods.
What's your intention? You just want to say hi? Sorry we didn't save you 10 years ago. What's up?
More like to understand what took place in this 10 years since, I don't know, his lack of rescuing.
Fair enough.
Maybe that's not a good idea. What do you all think?
Why would he even remember us? Wasn't he like a kid or something?
Yeah, but those are your most traumatic years. And I like there's 1,000-yard stare on Avery's face of him on the playground. He can't cast magic. He can't cast magic.
Oh, no!
I can see the future.
Oh, God,
And
no.
then comes back. And he's
Oh,
like, you know what?
What?
Maybe we don't go to him.
The annoying fly asked me to assist you, so I think I still owe her a few favors. So what I'm going to say about that is depends on what you want. If you want to find out what happened and you are indeed not drunk and indeed you pummeled through time like I don't know, like a bullet out of a gun, if I knew what a gun is.
Guns
Then,
do exist in Pathfinder.
I point at Zelos. Where is Zelos? I point at Zelos.
Yeah, maybe talking to the person that you know from before would help, but I don't know. I also like the idea of you said you knew a countess. She's a noble,
Yeah.
so she's supposed to be loaded. Uh, if she was from around here, I doubt she simply disappeared and died. Maybe she relocated somewhere. And of course, the place that seems to connect all the dots together is those kobolds. And those are still around. Maybe we can look over there as well. So it really depends on your priorities and your relations.
Avery, you could tell Creed that you heard that people are having bad dreams and that other people are going missing, and that if they're paying, we'd be interested in finding out what's going on.
That's not a bad idea at all. And maybe they don't recognize us. I mean, I look at Grimstar. It might be hard. Now that I think about it.
So let me get straight. You have a fox person, a bear person,
Yes.
and a dark-skinned elf person.
And a cat person.
Brave and a
And the
cat.
cat
Yeah,
person. You're
I think we
certainly
stand out.
memorable.
Are you telling
Point
us that
taken.
we stand out?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys don't have much variety here, do you?
Right. See, I mean, we've got we got uplifted bear, a kitsune, a cat person, and a dark elf.
Just to answer your question about variety, I was supposed to be like weird because my hair is green.
No,
you are
honey,
weird.
You're weird because your father did things with nature that nobody should.
I mean,
Yeah, like who fucks
I
a
mean,
tree?
my father was a tree fucker, but have you seen my mother?
can I just ask, when did this become like the town's business on who makes love to what?
Well,
I mean,
It became
Was
the
she a
town's
pine
bus-
tree, a willow?
She
apparently he was pining for her. And then-
Wow.
take a hero point. So
They're just jealous because half of the blocks here wouldn't get a chance with my mother.
they go for low-hanging fruit, hun.
I'll say low bar.
But yeah, if you want to rest first, you can rest first, or if you want to see this guy first, you can see the guy first. Just let me know what you're doing.
What time of day is it?
Whatever time of day you want it to be. You want it to be in the morning when you're eating your flapjacks? You get to decide.
I think that makes sense.
That makes
And
sense. Let's go see this guy now then.
Okay. All right, so he lives in this big house right here. What a surprise. With the fountain outside.
Wow.
So we break in and we kill him.
Now my question
mean,
is,
Are we
does that
sleeping for the
structure-
night?
Wait, no, we said we're
just
gonna go see him.
established it's the morning.
But can I ask,
Sleep.
does this structure look any way familiar to like the Countess estate?
It does. It looks like it's been completely refurbished and the two buildings have been merged into one. Someone who
Wow.
is very skilled with carpentry did this and made one mega mansion where there was just a manor before. Now it is the picture of opulence as compared to the very rural surroundings, especially with the gate itself, as you can see here by the ramshackle protection and watchtowers that have been made.
Okay. Avery will essentially clean off their cells the best they can
Okay?
before entering
Yep.
this estate.
All right. So the first thing that happens is the very ruffian like people at the door stop you and go like, "What are you doing here? Why aren't you working?" Is there a problem
Hi,
at one of the camps?
No, we're fairly new to Eagle. Is it Eagle's Rest?
Alkins Hollow.
Falcon's Hollow, yes. And We heard that there have been incidents of people having trouble sleeping. We would like to offer our services to get to the bottom of why these folks are not sleeping and what nightmares are plaguing them. As where we're from, many people have experienced that. And I feel like we might be able to be a good resource to not just you, but in your people.
I'm sorry, sir. I lost focus while you were talking. What are you here for?
We're here
He
to
wants
talk to
to
your
see-
boss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he waves you in, and the other two open the doors and whatnot. Go right on through to the office. I tell you, he's not in a good mood. He's not been getting much sleep lately.
Ah, that's too bad. Yes, that's the words I was searching.
Ah, tree sympathizer. You have some
Avery
gall
walks in.
coming here.
He's with me, sir. He's a valued asset to the investigation.
Investigation.
I mean, they know me. I've been hired plenty of times, despite what they tell, to keep their lumberjacks safe from the forest.
Ooh,
He's one of the only people that can talk to the animals.
that's pretty cool.
Thank goodness that's all he does to the animals. Right this
Oh,
way.
come on now.
Yeah, I don't share this fellow's tastes. And I smiled back to him. I suppose that I know him enough to have like banter with him without raising fists.
So as you come in, Tholden Creed turns around in his big, luxurious chair. He's smoking a cigar and whatnot. He says, like, what do you lot want? Can't you see I'm running a
Hello.
town?
I do, and it's hard to run a town when you have a lack of sleep. Is that correct?
Things have been very, very bad lately. Cannot get enough sleep.
And I
Yeah,
assume you're plagued by nightmares,
Nightmares? Dreams?
horrors, frights.
Anxiety? Irritable bowels?
Oh,
I don't take no shit from anyone.
My God! That was too appropriate.
that was way too on point. Well,
Why are there so many
look-
of you? Is this a mutiny?
Look-
You're revolting
No.
against the...
no.
Consortium?
We're here to help. We're here to
Loden
help,
is a
sir.
mercenary. You bring a mercenary.
Yeah,
Bring-
that's how mercenaries work.
Loden, whatever they are paying you, I will double it.
Well, that would be easy since they haven't started paying me yet.
Wow. You people are unfocused. You lack discipline.
All right, sir. You are lacking focus. We're here to help you with your nightmare situation, and you've just gone on tangents.
Can
Very
you
well.
not insult the man?
What?
He's not focused.
What sort of flim-flam snake oil are you selling?
No snake oil, sir. Just facts. One, you said you've had trouble sleeping. Is that correct?
That's correct. I also said I had irritable bowels. Kill them both at the same time.
All right. Second, I assume many other people within your hierarchy are having the same troubles.
That is correct. Deldrin, Payden, and Varmos are all experiencing nightmares as well, and we've had several...
Irritable bowels?
No, just me.
That's outside my wheelhouse.
Yeah. Maybe try some fiber for the bowel problem, but for the rest, Creed, I think you should really listen to these folks. They seem to have been around weird crap like that.
Is fiber
We have.
in meat?
No. I mean,
Then I don't eat it.
How about beans? Beans are protein.
No. Too soft.
Yes.
Too soft.
Not if you don't boil them.
Too soft! And he flexes and breaks his shirt in front of you. I do not
Ugh.
eat soft food!
I mean, isn't meat kind of soft? It's like
No!
squishy
I think-
and juicy
Do
and
you tar it to the point where it is a briquette?
Yes! That is how you eat
Ugh.
meat! You make sure it is
Oh.
cooked.
Okay, How about this? When we're done finding your nightmare situation, we teach you how to cook properly.
Like,
Wow.
I
Just
mean,
eat- just
you
eat
could
some
have
corn.
a meat stew with vegetables and meat, a lot of meat in it. And it will be like very good for you.
Wonderful. Get to the kitchen immediately.
No,
Hi.
nightmares first, sir. Stop. You and your consortium are having nightmares. Correct.
Yes, it is very inconvenient, you could say, especially when we have an investigator in town. I do not want an inquiry.
Oh. Investigate.
And he
Did they
slams
happen
his
to have-
fist down on the
Oh.
desk and says, like, I've never experienced such sleepless nights since the day I was left an orphan to fend for myself with those damn adventurers who did not come to save me.
They must have had a good. I mean, can you tell us what happened in these nightmares?
Yes, those damn adventurers didn't come to save me. It was awful.
And in those adventures, did one happen to have scales?
There were 2 dwarves, a catfolk,
Okay.
a drow,
Uh-huh.
and a bear.
Oh.
Whew.
You know, I have a feeling that those adventurers cared a lot, but that they against all odds, they did not make it. But they did their best. I guarantee it.
When someone
Yeah,
does their
adventurers
best,
die all the time.
when someone does their best and the job doesn't get done, the job still doesn't get done, and I need to get the job done. That is how I run
am-
5 labor camps.
5. You're impressive.
5.
Wow, that's
Not 9.
5.
Not 9. Got it. I, as a fellow cavern elf, I hope you understand that not many of them come to the surface to adventuring, and if they could, I'm pretty sure they would have gone back to save you, but that is hindsight.
There's no trees underground. What use are you to me?
I can fix your nightmare issue.
Very well. Get to the kitchen immediately.
Oh,
Not the bowel issue, Creed.
Make
Focus.
sandwich.
I mean, you know what? We might as well get ourselves some food. Let's go.
He goes back to his paperwork. Loden, this latest group, unacceptable.
So, has anybody looked into your nightmares? Have you talked to maybe a seer or a sage or anything?
I have talked to some of the local medicine men, and they tell me the same thing, that I need to take days off the job, days off work. I cannot do that. I need to man up. He smacks his own face.
That's
Have
it.
you all started having the nightmares at the same time? Did anybody have them first?
Yes. The first person was Deldrin, the half-elf sheriff of Darkmoon Vale. The sheriff was the first to have the nightmare.
Where can we find him?
Over by his office at the penitentiary.
We'll go talk to him about this. We'll say that if it's okay that you sent us to look into these nightmares and see if we can get them cleared up.
Absolutely. Loden, take this with you. And he reaches into his desk and pulls out a consortium badge. I hereby appoint you deputy. Do what is necessary. You have my full consent. Where's that damn stew? He calls back to the kitchen.
I'll head to the
Creed?
kitchen and tell the cooks to make some stew for the guy.
Yeah, and Creed, maybe there is like a pouch of silver to go alongside this thing. You know how mercenaries work, right?
He just looks at you. Where's the stew?
Like
Ask
I
the
said,
kitchen for that.
I'll go to the kitchen and tell the chefs to make some stew for the guy.
I thought he was supposed to be doing it.
Avery's already in there.
My God, so go ahead and roll cooking lore or whatever it is you're using.
That's a good point, eh? Cooking lore. Don't have it.
All right.
So I think what I'll do is
I think it's either survival or crafting.
I was
Survival.
just thinking
Have the
that
Survival will work. Yeah, you can use survival.
survival. All right.
So
I will go ahead.
he is a CR10 challenge, DC 27 to impress him with this action.
27. Oh my god.
Stand back. I got this.
God's help.
Oh,
Oh my, shut the fuck up.
so
Told you.
Zealous rolls up his sleeves, waves his hand over water, and begins getting spices of all kinds, throwing meat into the stew, veggies, greens, stirring it around. He's taken he's taking Devos's hand, putting like the sliced peaches in here. He's doing that. He's putting a knife in Lodin's hand and tells him, like flurry of cutting onions. At Rufus, like play music to the stew, make it better. And Avery, you stir. Keep stirring, Avery.
Yep. Yes, chef.
So within about an hour, you make this fantastic, sumptuous stew that can feed about 20 people, and you actually see some of the kitchen staff just looking at you going like, what the hell did you make?
You know what?
Food.
Well,
This is food.
Well, Avery stirring, I think I will take note of how Zealous is creating this so they can have it as their recipe as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's a recipe from Alkenstar, like a cowboy meal.
Ooh. Yep, I'll just get that recipe written down and hold on to it first.
So
Forget to put the DC's 27 to make it.
Yeah, well, they'll figure that out.
So are you feeding it to this man? Are you eating some yourself?
Yeah,
What's
100.
happening?
Well, I think it's reasons for like 20 people. Then again, Zell should actually be the one to decide since they are head chef.
Come again?
Who are we feeding?
Um,
Why don't we just
Listen,
give
I
it to the
just-
guy who asked for it first, and then if
Yeah.
there's any left over, we'll consume the rest.
yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Lodin, I think you're the leader now.
Congratulations.
You have been promoted.
now get half the pay for executive work.
So, Tholden smells the stew as you bring it into him, and he's going like, what is this? What are those green things in it? Why does it smell good?
Just taste it. I told you that meat goes well with vegetables.
And he does indeed taste it, and you gain 1 influence point with a leader in Falcon's Hollow. 2, actually. I'm going to say 2, because that was very impressive. It was a crit.
The fact
more
that
where that
you
came
rolled
from.
it immediately, like, stand back. I got this.
But yeah, he
Crits right away.
he consumes all of it in front of you. It goes like, my bowels are on fire. Get me another bowl for the toilet immediately. And he runs out of his office.
Oh, boy.
Nice. Can we go
Okay.
through his stuff?
He's not in the office now.
All right. Avery will be posted up by the door to ensure no one walks in, because I knew Rufus was gonna do this.
Yeah, they're all
Please.
distracted by the stew.
Please do not go through his stuff.
So, Lodin, you're about to see what makes this group infamous.
I know. And I said, please do not go through his stuff.
I learned so much.
There's the
Let's
reason why the bear stayed back, not just because he's probably the most recognizable person of the crew.
So this man's
Let's go.
office is carefully laid out. This man has monogrammed pens and fountain.
Oh, can I take one?
Yes.
wait till I'm not here before you start stealing.
Yeah, I think the cat basically edging towards the desk, and then Davos will be. have you counted how many guards there are here and the fact that every single lumberjack can be deployed from him to hunt us down?
And the guy who has monogram pens knows exactly how many monogram pens he has. So if you take one, he's gonna notice immediately.
But I just
Like I said, when I'm not here, knock yourself out.
We'll make you one. We'll make you one.
okay.
With your own monogram.
Okay, that sounds good actually. I like that.
Hey, I wouldn't mind one.
All right, everyone
Sure.
gets a monogram pen. That's it.
When I have a bit of time, I'm gonna try to make.
All right. So I guess we should probably leave then before.
Yeah, let's go to the penitentiary and see this Devin character.
Yeah. So you can do that, and this man will be on the toilet for quite a while eating stew, because he doesn't know what's good for him.
Well, at least there is an easy pathway in and out.
Mm.
Yeah, if only there
Is
were
that
for
north?
the nightmares.
Is that northeastern section the penitentiary, or is that a cemetery?
That is to the cemetery, but I will show you in just a moment because I have to look through things. The sheriff's
No worries.
office. Yep, sorry about that. I haven't memorized everything.
We didn't know we were going, so you didn't have to have it at hand.
Yeah. I don't know where the group is going half the time. It's here,
Neither
sir.
do we.
Yeah, I know. It's right here. That's the sheriff's office. That one.
Cool.
I am the sheriff.
Look at me. I'm a sheriff now. Yeah, let's head there.
Am I regaining HP by soaking in the sun?
No, you are not a Leshy, and you're not a Konrasu.
But I'm playing in the sand. And I'm an earthling kitsune.
Do you have an ability that does it actually?
No.
Oh,
No, he doesn't.
I was trying to help you. I'm sorry.
It's all right. So
Huh?
here, take a look at your wonderful sheriff as he looks back at you and says, like, yes. And you can see that he has gashes all over his face from childhood injuries sustained.
Uh-oh.
God
Fighting a
damn.
bear.
Were you an orphan?
Well,
Let's
yes,
just
sir.
ask someone if they're an orphan.
It's fine.
I know,
It's fine.
right?
He puts up his hand. It's fine. It's fine, sir. It's fine. Yes, I was an orphan, but you look at me now. Look at all I have done for myself. I lifted myself up and made something of myself. That poor little orphan boy who was here in Emberbrook all those years ago now helps run the proper town of Falcon's Hollow.
Yeah!
I'm going
Second
swim.
time
Yeah.
we hear the name of that Emberbrooks thing.
Well,
But
it's-
good for you.
Thank you, Devos. I can respect you because you're one of the people who work in this town, not like those unemployed people that I constantly have to lock up for drinking.
Huh?
The
Yeah,
unemployed.
I drink responsibly after I'm done with work.
Exactly.
Usually because only then I have the money to drink. But that's completely separate.
Exactly. Not like those lowlifes that don't work that I have to take off the street and remove from town.
Oh.
Yes. Where do you put them again?
I put them in jail. To work, of course. To labor.
You sound like a
but-
bad man.
I assure you, I am a very good man. I keep law around here.
You put people to work. Bad.
That I need to put them to work. What will people be if they weren't working?
I can
People.
tell you.
Happy, but I'm not gonna entertain this thought again. That said, we came here because just to bring some. So we've been deputized to deal with. I mean, he is deputized, and I'm pointing to Logan.
Loden's trying not
Yeah.
to be seen. He's literally like in the corner, like looking at the walls.
Yeah, that was
Just like
that was straight up
tapping his
pointing at
foot.
Logan. He's been deputized to deal with the nightmares.
Truly.
Look at him. Him.
Point.
Loden, my good fellow. Yes, you're one of the respectable ones. You're an adventurer I can get behind. You have never done any wrong in this town. I consent to this.
Well, remember, no guilt by association. So going forward, just keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
What's Sergeant Creed's title?
Oh,
Does he have a title?
he's the gavel of the Lumber Consortium. They call him that because he wields a sledgehammer.
So, Miss, I don't know, Senor Creed, asked us to look into these nightmares and deputized me to that effect. You were the first to have these?
Yes. It's after I talked to that awful hag that lived in the forest.
Just a
Do
crazy
you know
wild guess.
anything about the hag in the forest? Can I roll like a nature check or something?
Yep.
Before we get into the hag, just a real stupid question. The other people having nightmares, they weren't part of this orphanage, were they?
Well, and he looks at you
were-
and
They were
bewildered.
us.
Why, yes. How did you know? Are you some sort of investigator?
No, it was a stupid guess, and unfortunately, sometimes I'm lucky.
Avery looks at his hands. My whole career is a sham.
So what happened with this hag?
Well, I originally thought she had left the area, and I went to her hovel to discover her there. Apparently, something had gotten her attention. I heard that she was a great granddaughter of Baba Yaga.
Oh,
And to
Right.
remedy shrouds, you know for a fact that she is not one of Baba Yaga's daughters, but she's in fact a wise woman, a practitioner of the old ways, and a local bugaboo. Her name
Thank
is
God,
the
not-
witch.
not granddaughter of John Wick.
Her name,
Uh,
Screw.
her name is the witch Ulazamoma.
Gesundheit.
I think it's bad to spread the rumors about people when we're not sure about them. I've heard that she's not that bad actually,
Ah,
but you know me, you know my views. Sometimes they do not fully align with the views of the city.
oh, that's perfectly fine. Stop playing with my fidget spinner, and he puts it back
Sorry.
down on the desk.
Sorry. I lost all purpose in life for a moment. So you were all once the orphans that were here during the incident in Emberbrook, is that correct?
That is correct. I heard that adventurers had came to the Crucible to save us, but only one of us made contact with them, and only briefly, and they were just left for dead there.
My condolences. And
For dead. You were sorry. How were you left for dead? What happened?
Well, as I understand it from their account, there was a huge blast of fire from an undead creature within an ancient dwarven forge, and then the ground collapsed beneath them.
Unfortunate.
Yes.
And that was the last anyone saw them, right?
No, they're here in Falcon's Hollow.
What?
Well, they survived.
They're the ones having nightmares.
Oh no, sorry. I thought you were talking about
the adventurers.
the adventurers.
The
Oh, the
adventures were only
adventurers?
seen by one person.
Adventurers go missing every day. They do not concern me.
Okay.
Very fair.
So you met with the hag and you started having these nightmares?
Well, yes, I spoke with her, and she seemed very cross that I was trespassing on her hovel. I
Well,
thought she was
to be
gone.
fair,
Did you apologize?
did you say you're sorry?
No, I served her a warrant and tried to arrest her.
That could be why you're having nightmares.
Yeah.
And what did she tell you after? I am assuming the usual bugger off, but apart from that, did she tell you anything that may have caused those nightmares?
Well, no, now that you've mentioned it, she just said to get out of her swamp.
Oh, Shrek, got it.
Can you tell us where her hovel is?
Absolutely, yes. I can point to it on the world map if you'd like.
Please do.
Ah, yes. Let me get it out for you.
While they're taking out that map, can I take out my map of Emberbrook
Mm-hmm.
and compare spot to spot geographically?
Oh yeah, the town has grown exponentially right to the river. Right to the smack dab touch of the river where the old mill used to be, where that child hit their head and became a little touched. But yeah, that they've built like this kind of port here just to get the logs and everything through from the Viridian Forest.
Hmm.
And they've got a whole mess of new ships.
Hardship really does harden the soul.
Yes.
Okay.
It's good for the soul. Builds character.
No.
Character.
So there was an orphanage here that you guys were all part of. There was a countess here?
Countess? No, there was a baroness.
A baroness. What happened to her?
Well, the same thing that happens to all nobles when the government changes.
Oh, okay.
Death. Or
He ran away?
he just laughs and smacks Devos on the back of his shoulder. Never change, old man. Never change.
One can
Was
only
she-
hope that there's less bloodshed where there's no needed.
was she exiled or was she killed?
I believe that she attempted some sort of revolt against the Five Kings, leading what few Taldor nobles were there at her party. It was known as the Bloody Birthday.
Go figure.
Well,
And I wasn't invited.
on the other hand, some people do ask for a ass kicking. You don't go revolt against 5 kings as like a single baron, count, whatever.
Over here, by where the pool of the lake is widest in that little clearing, is her hovel.
So what are these nightmares of?
Well, basically, of the time when I was a child in those terrible caverns within the Crucible, we were kidnapped by kobolds who tried to make us perform a ritual for a crown. We kept telling the Kobold King, as he called himself, that we weren't spellcasters, and nor did we view him as a king.
Fair enough.
And what do you see happening in those nightmares?
Well, basically, kobolds taking their claws, ripping apart our backs, lashings, making us shine their eggs so that the pores didn't fill up within their hatchery down there. It was disgusting. Running through the forest, trying to escape from a werewolf. Adventurers leaving us for dead, pointing and laughing at us. The bear
Really,
was
pointing
most
and laughing?
frightening.
I don't see adventurers doing that.
It's a good thing we got rid of all the uplifted bears.
Got rid of them how? Like you had them move somewhere?
You're as good as Devos.
You
Well,
know. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't think we want to take up any more of your time. I think you've given us some things to go on. Where's that crucible, by the way?
Ah, the Crucible is at the old Dwarven Monastery next to the crags.
Excellent. I think we'll go check out that hag and then that crucible. What do you think, people?
Yeah.
I think that's
Let's
very-
let's go back to our tavern and talk a bit. Thanks for your time, sir.
Absolutely, and he hands you a pair of medium manacles for the old woman, and he winks at you.
And
I'm not into that.
No.
Sir.
no.
I pocket them.
Okay. Go ahead and go to the compendium, type in manacles, and drag out some simple medium manacles for yourself.
From what I know about the wise woman, who I think is a wise woman, do I know if she had left at some point or
Oh
not?
yeah, she definitely left. She got, well, the going was good while the countries were switching ownership of this place. She didn't want to be there for that.
As we walk out, Davos will say, well, whatever that bullshit he said about Baba Yaga, those rumors, you know how people are with rumors. I've known her in the past, and at least in the past, she was known as a wise woman, as the witch, as a witch of the woods. But is right. She had left when the whole shit hit the fan with the revolt and with the different nation coming over here. So, regardless if she's good or bad, I think there is a reason she returned. And maybe she didn't bring the nightmares, but the nightmares and the reason she returned are connected, and that's why they happened basically at the same time.
I'm of the opinion that the return of our illustrious adventurers and the nightmares are connected.
No, the nightmares have been for days at least.
And we just got here.
Did you?
Yeah, the instant we were in the middle of town and we were talking to Acorn is the exact moment we...
Yeah, I think they popped in existence alongside Acorn.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Some of you are magic users, are you not?
No. Yes. Yes.
Can't cast magic. Can't cast magic.
Well, my shit has connection to magic, but it's not the traditional kind. It's more of a connection to the elemental planes.
But is it possible that a ritual could have effect down the line, like say 10 years, like you perform a ritual and then 10 years down the line it starts to affect people?
If he knew what the ritual was or described what it was, then he could answer your question.
What the voice from the sky said.
So, are the 5 of you going to clue them in on what the ritual you found before was?
Sure,
No.
I'll...
Yeah.
No, don't do it.
Why?
He'll give
So-
us away. He'll know it was us.
Well, they know we're the adventurers. We told them already.
Run!
So this was the rite of the Blood Crown, if I recall correctly.
Okay, I will share it with them.
This ritual was essentially to consecrate the Kobold King. If I recall correctly, during this rite, people will fall prone to these nightmares.
Hmm.
And the fact that we failed because we were jettisoned through time makes me more angry. Just the idea of it all makes me upset.
So, Davos, the ritual itself says nothing about the nightmares. It must be the magical item itself that has those properties.
Yes, I'm gonna share that with them, that the ritual doesn't seem connected to the nightmares as much as you messing up with basically an artifact level thing that may potentially have wild and unpredictable results. But the kid, the sheriff just now said that they never regarded the kobold as their king. So how you describe the ritual, it will never succeed with the kids. Maybe they're stuck in a loop of, like, maybe in this ritual or this crown, when you start and you are a secondary caster, you cannot stop. The ritual must be completed. So as long as the ritual is not completed and someone starts it again, they're still regarded as the secondary casters.
Oh
I
my
see.
god, it's Jumanji! You gotta finish the game!
I mean, as much
Now-
as Davos knows, it could well be right.
I think you're a genius.
That's
How long would it take us to get to the witch's hut?
Half a day, if nothing slows you down.
You guys want to do
No.
that now, or do you guys want to do that tomorrow?
I mean,
It's still morning, yeah. I mean, she left once before. Who knows if she leaves again?
And just so you guys know, I don't plan on confronting. I just want to have a chat and
Yeah,
try
again, at least
not to steal from her, not to like attack her or anything like that. Just want to throw
keep
that
in
out
mind,
there.
at least to me, she was good. She was like a wise woman when I knew her. To others, she may have been an asshole and a hag and a Baba Yaga descendant, but I think she was a good old lady.
We should bring Grimmsnarl and possibly hide
Absolutely.
him.
Possibly hide him. Oh, from the town.
The fact that the enlightened bears and their heritages no longer existed in this town, maybe it will cause some stirs if they did see him.
There you go, Stennis. That's what I thought of when you said I just want to talk to her.
I just want to talk to her. I just want to talk to him. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
So yeah, you wanna get some rest first. Maybe you wanna talk to more people in town, more ex-orphans.
We could also do that, and then just get to the bottom of where they are at in their life after our failure.
I have a hold on, I can't remember where it goes. I have a thingy
She has
for getting information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 I have this hobnobber feat. So
On the investigator's throat.
Listen, Avery's determining that maybe this is not the lifestyle.
You know,
So
retraining is an option.
Yep.
Okay, so I would like to, I guess, just kind of, I guess, wrap up and see if I can find any additional information about what we're familiar with, like you know, I'm sorry, I can't. Struggling with words.
Yeah. Just say what you mean. Say what you want.
So like gosh, my brain is not. Hold on, I'm trying to think of words. It's not coming out.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. So like everything that happened from what we last experienced to, I guess,
current day.
Just to hear about.
Oh yeah.
How that. Yeah. Sorry.
So you want to follow the trail?
There
is
we go.
Is that
a thing?
That's an investigator thing that I'm trying to prompt. Yes.
I'm trying to get the investigator to do his thing.
Actually, Rufus, do you want to help me investigate the following? And
yes.
All right. I'll need your help, Watson. I mean Rufus.
Yes.
I give you a little bowler cap, and I just apparate out of nowhere.
I would love that. Okay, so I'm using, I guess, gather information.
Mm-hmm. Which will be a diplomacy roll.
Ah, okay. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And it is private or blind.
It is going to be. It is going to be public because it's a DC 19.
Okay.
Ooh. Look at you go.
Yeah. So you determine that the old orphanage is actually where a new lumber camp was. Kind of the first lumber camp that the orphans made to commemorate their new lives. Which is, by the way, right on the way to the Hag's house and right on the way to the Crucible.
Oh, convenient. So I tell everyone about this these bits of information I've learned, and I'm really excited. And I'm like, we need to go. We should go right away. As soon as we're all finished, doing our thing, we should go.
Well, we're ready to go whenever we feel like going. So I say
Well,
we go now.
I think
We could take
Avery,
rest
were you
and
gonna
go.
follow the trail or no?
Repeat that. I'm sorry.
Were you gonna do your inspector thing, or am I good enough?
I feel like
We're all good enough.
by the time we're all we're all gonna. By the time you already got the investigation down, Avery was like, "I got my magnifying glass and I've got my hat and you've discovered," and I just roll up the leather the leather sleeve that has all the gear. Good on you. I mean, good on you. Good on you.
Thank you. All
So
right, so let's go.
Yep, and as you are about to make your way out, you hear screaming within the crowd and the people that you have just gathered this information of as they flee, as you hear wings beating down from on high.
All right, that guy.
What guy?
What guy?
It's dragon time.
The dragon guy.
You know, the thing we've been telling you about dragons, not and kobolds. No, we don't know what this is. Oh, I don't know what this is.
So I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative. Does anyone not know how to roll initiative? Looks like most of you know how to roll initiative.
My die got pushed to 19. I think I should take that one instead.
No. It doesn't. No.
In a perfect world.
We made this decision and I have no spell slot.
Wow, we got a lot of slow folks.
We didn't make the decision to get a dragon to jump on us.
Yeah, it just happened.
I mean, I wanted to go sleep before we tried to leave the town.
You could still convince them to go sleep. You do not have to fight this wyvern. I'm just saying this is what happens. You can use your actions to escape. Initiative does not mean you will die if you leave combat. It just means this is an opportunity for either a social encounter. Maybe you can invite the thing for tea. I don't know. I don't play your
Druid
character.
tactics.
I don't think our party can do that.
Yeah, without Vortisnork, we can't talk to it. Wait, what's it speak?
I didn't even mean that, but yeah.
I speak Draconic!
Yep, it does indeed speak Draconic. It will answer you back. What are you saying to it?
Are you Vortisnork?
No, I am the guardian of the third seal, prophet of Tar-Baphon. Living creatures, prepare to die.
Oh!
Why must we die?
Because Tar-Baphon,
What have we done?
Mythic Lich,
Who is...
attacked
No,
Absalon.
What?
You're very
We just got here from 10 years ago.
You're very unfocused. I'm sorry.
This is very true. Would you like to have tea with us and refocus us and inform us?
After you become the undead minions of Tar-Baphon, the whispering tyrant.
You have one opportunity to turn back, otherwise we will slaughter you.
Oh, I
That's-
wish I understood what he was saying.
That's my line. So
I know.
back and forth, the dragon and Weeb are just going. Bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark.
Do you speak common?
Oh, sorry.
No,
What were we
he
talking
doesn't-
about?
He doesn't speak common. He only has Draconic.
I say,
What's he
good sir,
saying?
you have one more chance before we kill you.
I go first in initiative. Meh.
The
As
girls
he
are
flies
fighting.
over here.
The girls are right.
Does anybody have a... Oh, wait, never mind. No reactions yet.
Become the undead minion of Tar-Baphon.
Splat.
Alright, that is a crit. As it sinks its fangs into you.
Who's you?
Splat.
Weeb. So, if you look here, you can always see who's being targeted. Melee strike fangs, target Weeb, AC 17, and the result. That will always display.
Game is paused still, by the way.
Yep, game unpaused. I'm sorry.
Now I fall over.
Well, don't fall over just yet, because you still have to suffer the effects of wyvern venom.
I'm already dead.
No, you're not dead. You just lost 36 HP. You are dying
That
one.
was my
unconscious,
HP.
he's
That
dying.
was my HP pool.
Yes, you become dying 1.
Yes.
So
You're
when
not
you
dead for a while. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
you're actively dying.
You're not
Yeah,
dead
different.
until you're level 3.
Yes. So I need a DC 22 Fortitude save, please.
Is it magic? The venom?
The venom is not magic, it is poison.
Damn.
Oh.
It is a critical fail, which means you move to dying 3. Good news is it's only 1 round, so we don't need to make any more saves until you Oh wait, maximum duration 6 rounds. Next
Yeah,
round
so he
will be
he
unpleasant.
only he goes directly to stage
Ye-
2, so he doesn't go first to stage 1 and then to stage 2.
Ah, then he is dying 2. Thank you for correcting me, sir. You may have a hero point. All right. The Guardian of the Third Seal's turn is over. Rufus the Bard, sing us a tune, won't you? Or run?
Well, I
don't
just
care.
saw. What?
Are we leaving?
I don't know.
What happened?
Are we leaving? That's what. That's
yeah.
what-
I was gonna say I just saw Weeb die instantly, pretty much. That scares the hell out of me. I'm just a little cat. Meow.
Druid tactics?
I'm
Sure.
absolutely going to get the hell out of here. So how do I try and find cover in one of these buildings and just disappear?
Oh,
Or
See
you
if I ever help Rufus again.
can go right back into the sheriff's house if you want.
Hell yes, I will.
Okay, yeah, that will take 1 action and a second action to interact with the door.
Okay.
All right.
You
Would
can
you
also
like
tell
me?
him a Werben's attacking.
Do you want me to remove you from combat?
Yes.
Okay, I will remove you from combat. And I will put you here.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Loden, it is your turn.
I'd like to delay till after everybody goes, because I'm the fastest.
Understood. I'm going to put you at the last initiative.
Awesome.
Davos, it's
At least
your
pick
turn.
me up and run.
I say heal him and go.
Davos, it is your turn.
So Davos will kinda close his eyes, and there will be all that little rubble and twigs that seem to hover around him will basically come onto him and kinda make a makeshift armor on him. If I can find my character sheet.
I would hope that you know how to find your character sheet. Press P for
Yep.
party. P for party.
Yep. Oh, it's already equipped. Okay, so I will spend. I wouldn't be walking with the armor already, but I will spend an action to make the armor, and then spend 2 more actions.
Okay.
To
Protector Tree. The most broken of spells. Yes.
I seems okay. So I will simply pop a tree around here. I don't know how I will.
Do you have a graphic for me to load in, or?
I was supposed. I thought that the spell would provide it, but just put something.
We'll do it. We'll do it for next time. But there is a tree. It just springs up out of the stone.
Yeah, it's like a small sapling. It doesn't prevent anyone from moving to it or on it. But Lodin would have known that Davos likes to put that little tree down, and that tree basically, his branches protect people around it from hits.
Okay.
When something tries to hit you, the branches go and stop the blow, basically.
Alrighty.
That will be my turn.
Go ahead and end your turn on the combat carousel.
Oh, you're using that, sorry.
Yep. There you go. So, Weeb, I'm going to need a DC 12 flat save, please.
His initiative should have changed
Oh, right.
and be above the Guardian, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
20.
I was just gonna die anyways.
Nope,
So-
it's
Yeah,
fine.
no, yeah.
We need to
Oh, I
we need to
will
work
die.
up the suspense. Zelos.
YOLO.
Kablamo.
Here's a gun. $21 is
I'm
a
gonna do
miss.
hero point.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and right-click reroll. Remember, you get a hero point at the beginning of
Mhm.
every session. 23 is a miss.
yeah.
Inspire Courage would have made it a hit.
Yep. Running reload.
If only.
And
So good. Don't stress it.
These fights are made for 5 people right now, and we're effectively fighting with 4.
Are we fighting with
I
6?
can come back if you guys
Rufus
yell
is,
enough.
Rufus is down enough,
All right, go ahead and end your turn, Zelos.
and I'm dead
Oh,
too. So
19 damage. Ooh. As you strike
see
it. And this shot rings out throughout town as everyone looks and sees what you're doing. It's just like, look, they're fighting back against that creature. Look, that man made a tree in the center of town. How indecent.
Oh.
Grim
Only
snarl.
indecent if it was his father.
All right. Well, it's time to rage. Because that's what, that's what Grimsnell does.
Yes. Yeah, so Large Bear is just going to step over the stalks and whatnot like they're nothing. Oh, you can definitely hear what's going on.
you actually probably hear me in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So
You never close the door.
Davos would have shouted, forgot to say for the new people, that Davos would have shouted towards the people that he hasn't fought with as he popped down his tree that, stay close to the tree!
All right.
Charge!
Okay. He just steps over the wooden platform like it's nothing because he's so big. He's as big as a dragon.
And then I'm going to try and bite it. Because, hey, you bit my friend, I'm going to bite you back.
Okay. 21 is a miss.
I'm going to try and hero point that.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, it was almost an 18.
Those
well.
virtual physics. All right. To answer your question, Rufus, next round of combat, I'll let you roll initiative again. Avery, you're up.
Alrighty. Avery rushing up to the creature.
Ah.
We'll look at it and then look down at Weeb and I'll T for targets for battle medicine.
watch you be the final blow.
Get back 9 points of healing.
Mm-hmm. You are wounded 1, but you are conscious.
That's 25 feet for movement.
And prone.
Yeah, still prone.
I still have another 10
Poisoned.
feet with that movement, but I don't think I should move any further.
You cannot split in Pathfinder the movement.
Yeah. Thank you. I will then devise a stratagem. And I will use that with my slingshot.
Okay.
So let's not target Weeb and target this.
Oh, dear God.
Let's target the creature that we're attacking.
Yes.
slingshot. Okay.
Oh dear God! So yeah, you hit it right in one of its eyes as it cries out.
So should that what's the strategic strike?
Ooh,
That is 14 points of bludgeoning.
yeah, it takes it as it goes right
Now
into
look
its
at it.
skull.
Look at it like you
If it
don't
can bleed,
belong
it can
here.
die.
It couldn't dodge the wrench.
Loaded.
Since we're not running, I will attempt a flurry on it.
Okay.
Let's go, monk tactics. We love to see it.
Whiff,
What's-
whiff, whiff, whiff.
With Zelos, this might become delicious in dungeon. Who knows?
Oh my god.
I just need one crit.
Ooh, hit.
Almost a crit. I feel like you should be doing more with his monk class.
Yeah,
if, if he chose dexterity as his main stat, he gets to add the dexterity as damage.
no, I think that's only for rogues. But monks at level 1 get a feature that changes their d4 to d6 for dexterity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's rolling your strength, so that's your modifier that you've chosen.
You don't choose. It's the only one that rolls for plus sin dexterity on damage is thief rogue.
So you may roll a d6 instead of the d4, sir.
We'll just take the 4
Just take
max
a-
damage.
Yeah,
six,
take
yeah.
before it's good. It's good enough.
Just max it.
How do I do the second attack?
You'll do it at map, but it's part of the flourish.
So it has the penalty. Oh, okay, I get it.
Yep. It's going to be a -4 instead of a -5 because it has the agile trait. Miss.
I'll give you
Right.
one my hero points to reroll the attack.
I thought Flourish.
No, we'll
doesn't
save it for
apply
better
to map
attacks.
until after you do
Okay.
it.
So it says right on the flurry of blows. Let me link this. Yeah.
It may have changed.
Apply your multiple attack penalty to the strikes normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is that they combine their damage if they both hit. So,
Right. Correct,
to
for
get
the
around,
purposes of damage
resistances
reduction
and
and
stuff.
weaknesses.
And I'll go into my wolf stance.
Okay,
And that'll be my turn.
understood.
Oh, I have to pass turn.
Correct.
How do I do that again?
You
End
go.
turn.
Yep. All right, Rufus. I'm going to put you back in initiative. Go ahead and roll your
Yay.
initiative. All right. So, Weeb, you're first. You're prone and on the ground
And poisoned.
and poisoned.
I take an action to stand. Oh shit! I'm poisoned. Hang.
Yep.
I forgot to apply poison wherever the hell it's at.
Don't worry. I've marked it.
Yeah, I don't think there is it's not a condition, so
Yeah.
you won't find it there.
Well, I mean, there's a persistent damage.
Yeah,
Can
but
you-
it's not. It's
You're-
different.
You're not gonna
Okay,
you're
so-
not gonna worry about that. I'll tell you when you need to roll your fort save and what damage you take.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, it's gonna take an attack of opportunity because you didn't interact.
I'm dead.
He has the combat. He should have attacked me then, because I went past him.
If
Or
he
as-
chose to do
or
attack of
Avery
opportunity.
for the treat wounds, but doesn't matter. Doesn't have to take it.
This is a creature.
He also has to.
No, that's quite all right. This creature does not have -4 intelligence, so it's not animalistic intelligence. It is bestial though, but I will take you up on that, sir. I'll claw you. Crit.
That'll hurt.
Oh my.
You would have killed me instantly.
30 damage, sir. So, Weeb stands up with no ill effects.
Just hit that. Ooh. Yeah, actually, I have a lot of hit points.
Does this creature have reach?
I can't answer that.
I will sidestep. My way.
He doesn't have
I don't
any
have-
reactions though, because he
Yeah,
already
so
did.
I'm gonna. We'll move all the way over here for my one turn. That's
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
It's 1 action to cast. Shroud of Night. Oh, I forgot to target, but yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
Cast Shroud of Night on him. He needs to do a DC 20 will save.
26.
No. I end my turn.
All right, Guardian of the Third Seal is going to turn to the bear. He's going to use his fangs. Hit by 4. Also, Weeb, you're not actually poisoned. I made a mistake. Only the stinger has the venom tag.
Oh my god.
Yep, so Weeb not poisoned. That's a boo-boo on my account. It just slashes into Grimmsnarl. Now I'm going to use the stinger. Hit by 0. $13 damage. And I'm going to need a DC 22 fortitude
course.
save. Not a crit fail, though.
Hey,
Stage 1. Take 18 poison.
And I'm unconscious.
Dying 1, sir.
Yeah, dice don't like me. they don't like Grimstar.
Rufus.
I told you to stand by the tree. Okay.
He is in a tree.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm inside the building, so I believe I have to move.
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh, Rufus' Inspired Courage is telling me.
What?
I don't know why.
What am I? What'd you say?
Your Inspired Courage was telling me from the last.
Oh, from years ago.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was my first action. So, do I want to inspire courage or do I want to try and do something actually? I am going to try to do this. This takes 2 actions. I'm going to try and do daze.
Okay. Will save, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Failure.
Okay, so now what?
You tell me.
I don't know. When you say failure, that's a failure on the
Failure
dragon's
on
part.
yeah, that's a failure on the creature's part.
Okay.
So
Okay.
read
So
your spell tag.
yes.
What is your spell
the
casting
jolt-
ability modifier?
Yeah.
That's charisma, right?
Yes.
Your charisma is a +4, so it deals 4 damage. It was not a
okay.
critical failure, so it doesn't
Right.
become stunned.
Okay. So it just does 4 damage. Okay.
Yes.
And that is all my actions. So
All right, Davos. They did not stand by the tree.
Alright.
Not like
I
your
told them
father
to.
did.
Yep.
Nice.
So I'm gonna. I'm gonna waste his attack. Try to waste his attack opportunity. Okay. I'm gonna make a little apple this time and feed it to Snarl. Let me.
Okay. He just like here, open his mouth, force an entire apple down.
Correctly. To be fair, it's not a hard thing. The apple is probably my hand is probably smaller than the mouth of Snarl, so I can basically jam my hand with the fruit inside.
All the villagers, all the townspeople are looking like, what is he doing to that bear?
So he heals for 10.
Yep. Injured one. Wounded
and
one.
that would have provoked the interact action for the thing.
So he's gonna target you. He's gonna use the claws. That's a crit, which means the action is lost.
Okay, so I still have it in my hand though. With the
Correct.
Wait.
fruit is not. Yeah.
Doesn't
So
your tree help you?
yeah, the tree will take 20 of that damage, and basically it will go in front and block 20 of that damage. So I only take 8 points of damage.
Oh, okay, so you still take damage to the.
Oh, not 56.
Yep. 48.
Yes.
Okay. And the tree, you can delete it. It's basically destroyed by that 20 points of damage. So it was one. I'm gonna spend the last action to eventually feed that fruit to
Sure.
Snarl and him healing the 10 points of damage.
Okay, so he is wounded 1 and conscious with 10 HP.
Yes. And you should stop rolling critical hits. I think you've only rolled critical hits with that wyvern.
I am so sorry. It is a CR6 creature against a party of 6, if not 7, level 4 adventurers.
It's just the dice
Yeah.
have not been kind. Okay.
Well, like I
That's
said, the dice
They
don't
have
like
for
your
him.
Snarl.
All right, go ahead and end your turn. Zelos, everything goes according to plan.
I fucking knew it.
And I'm gonna fire my lasers.
Lasers.
Should I be behind Weeb now?
Oh, yes, that is my fault. Yep. Ooh, almost a crit.
Do you have that inspiration?
I don't think Rufus used Inspiring Courage.
I did not. I said, "Fuck you guys. I'm doing
So
something this
selfish.
time." Yeah.
I mean, you still.
You
hit
mean
by
running
eight,
away?
so-
Listen, I was under the impression we were druid tacticsing.
I thought we
You
were
see-
too. Don't worry about it.
Do you
Likewise.
see, do you
That's
see a
fine.
druid around?
I see.
Yeah, there was a tree. There was a tree. Is that not
Yeah.
a druid?
We
I
get
see.
it, tree fucker.
I need to re-roll that.
I see a man who adopted 6 children.
Grimsnar?
9 damage.
Reload and end my turn.
Okay. Avery.
Hey, at least I'm doing my job as the face tank. I tank things with my face.
All right. We are taking our blows. Yeah, we're taking the wall up.
Well,
How's this
they
gonna
are.
go?
Rotate
Not
the
us.
bodies.
We're okay.
Fresh meat.
Oh my god.
Keep in mind, it doesn't have a reaction. You can move as you want.
True.
Just attack and move.
I'll post myself here to get the
The flank stake.
blank stake, and then we're gonna do.
Oh. Did I get a
Yeah.
flank bonus when I was
No.
attacking?
No,
No.
range don't get that.
Oh.
All right, this is another devised stratum strike. So let's attack with the sap this time.
Mhm.
Just to make clear how Inspire Stratagem work normally, it's one action and you roll a d20, and then if you make a strike, you use that. Basically, it's kind of like you know what you will roll without having to roll it.
Got it.
but it's not one action. So as an example, you can try the stratagem before you move and see what your roll would be if you move to strike.
So roll the d20 prior, and then from there,
And then from there you have to use that. So
that
that will be, if you try to attack him, you will be attacking with a 5. So you
gotcha.
can plan your action and do something different, as an example, instead of moving here.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So now instead of me using my intelligence on this strike, and using the 5 that I just rolled, just make a different attack instead of the stratagem attack. Is that what you're saying?
I think you are forced, if you attack the same target that you use the stratagem, you are forced to use the 5.
Your next
It's
attack
just
is going
that
to use
you,
that 5. Is
yeah.
what I'm getting.
It's just that you know from beforehand, if you use the inspired stratagem, you know from beforehand what you will use. It's kind of like a pseudo true strike. That, oh, if I'm going to attack him, I'm going to roll bad, so I'm going to attack a different target. Something like that.
Yeah, they're both fortune tags.
I see. So I should essentially add the 11 to the 5 for my strike at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Which
And then
you
you'll
Oh,
get a
know
no,
plus
no,
2.
you won't. You know it beforehand. You don't have to spend an action to go and make a strike. You don't have to move there. You can do the inspire stratagem at the start of your turn, and you know beforehand that, oh, if I'm going to attack this guy, I'm gonna roll the 5 and I'm gonna miss. So I'm gonna instead go and move here and use battle medicine on Grimsnarl this round.
I gotcha.
You can reach Grimsnarl from here.
All right, Grimstall.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
but he
it.
doesn't have to go right in the face of the Wyvern if he doesn't want to.
Well, I think
Fair
he's
enough.
only going to give
But
London.
I have a third action, so I will move accordingly.
You realize we have negative 10 intelligence here, so we are going to do whatever is possible to kill the thing.
So Grimstall, have yourself 7 HP,
Oh god.
Yay.
and I know I'm right in front of the Wyvern, but Loden's up next, and I think a good flank.
Loden is flanking with Grimsnarl already.
No, I'd have to be right next to him. I can get the benefit of the flank, but he can't because I'm not right next to it.
Aren't
'Cause
you?
I
Don't you
have reach,
reach?
but I don't think that counts as threatening for flank. That'd be up to Bramble though.
So he does indeed have reach, but the other creature on the other side is not large. It will not be flanking unless it crosses the token. Across from...
It crosses.
Not-
That's why I have the line there.
It has to cross through it, not on the sides of it. Here, let me get it for you. Let's get the ruling, that way we all know, and see if I'm wrong or not. Flanking PF2E.
It depends on what part of the token on Grimstone that you're taking from. That's what Bramble's trying to say.
Mm-hmm. I have it right here.
Yeah.
Let me get it for you. I'm gonna post it right here directly into the chat so you all have the link, so we're all looking at the same thing.
Yeah. You have to cross 2 opposite sides. In this case, it is this side, and this side is crossed if you use that space. You're not forced to use the down space.
The problem is that's with medium creatures, so it's a little different than since there's 2 large creatures.
How about this? I'll give you the flanking for now with Grimsnarl and whatnot, but I'm gonna research this more and look at a video for how it's played and whatnot.
Sure, it is. Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel right. Probably because the D&D system before is screwing up my mind or whatnot, but I'm willing to take your word for it.
Okay.
You
I guess
dare
it
trust
depends
us?
on whether I have to choose a square to see whether it passes flank. Because if that's true, then I can use that. Or if it goes from the center,
Let's move on.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's move
gonna.
on.
If Grimstall's currently considered flanked, I will then move down 35 feet right here.
Okay. All right,
Little
loaded.
Reaction.
He's already taken the reaction.
Just making sure we state that.
I'm still targeting him, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll see if the inborn system of Foundry VTT agrees with this ruling or not.
And again, I'll just flourish.
'Kay.
And then strike. Probably miss.
+2 is an 18. It doesn't seem that the system agrees with what we were thinking.
I just checked. It says that you check from the center of the square when it is a large creature.
Okay.
So there you go. That wouldn't count as a flank.
Okay.
I'd have to move up and basically covering Davos in order to be able
Mhm.
for it to count.
That's what I
Or
thought.
Lodin could move here. If Lodin could move here, his center of the square will go through the center. of the
Yeah,
square.
that would work.
Okay. And that will be a crit miss.
And I will move, since we're moving around.
Yeah.
I have 2 movements, so I'll move somewhere over here. I'll be
Mhm.
back. And then end my turn.
Real druid tactics.
Grim Snarl.
I'm going to stand up. I'm going to rage again because I don't know if we're running or not.
We're not.
What makes you angry?
God.
We say we're not, but half our party ran.
Coordination and communication is key.
Yes.
I'll try and take another bite out of him. Come on.
Munch. That's it?
Yay, I hit.
8 points of
I
damage.
keep forgetting that I didn't actually put the striking rune on this guy. All right,
No
and that's
problem.
all my actions.
So I'm going to need that DC 22 fort save, sir. Because you're at stage 1.
Yay!
Congratulations, you are no longer poisoned. Weeb.
I will do all that I can.
Mm-hmm.
I will cast Shroud of Night again.
Okay. $23.
My God. I'm glad I could machine gun this spell. I will cast Shroud of Night again.
Oh my god.
Doesn't say that it's temporarily immune for 1 minute.
Oh, yep.
If it-
Sustained. Sustained up to 1 minute. At the
No.
At the end of
Regardless-
the sentence.
That's what I'm reading. Regardless of the outcome,
Yeah.
the target is then temporarily immune for 1 minute. So it
Oh.
would still be immune
Yep.
from last round. Would you like to do anything else
Never mind.
instead? You'll
Mm.
take your 3 actions back. Would you like to do something else instead, since we now know that?
Yeah, I forgot to. I was not reading.
That's
Thank
okay. You have to read. You have to read.
We don't know
Damn it.
how.
Yes, you do. You do know how.
Now,
I will remind
I'll
you
throw
of
some
this.
fire at the fire guy.
It hit!
Oh my
It
God.
finally hit! After all campaign when it missed every time, it's hit!
It's taken 10 years for this moment.
Wow.
Yes, it has. Roll that
Damn it.
edge.
Max
Big-
damage.
Big damage. Big damage.
Wait, is he immune to fire?
No,
Thank
he's
God
not.
he's not. What's this circle again for? Like, what do we get any benefits
That was
out
the
of?
tree. That was the tree.
I know,
thought-
but I don't.
I thought that was
The
the
tree
aura.
protection was.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there any like benefits? I might have missed putting something on. I don't know what the circle's for. So
It's the aura
Um,
from Davos.
Oh yeah, that's the aura that I can affect things.
The kinetic aura.
okay, so it's nothing that we have to worry about.
No.
I'm gonna.
I can make fruits in this aura.
Oh my god!
That's basically it.
I'm gonna position myself next to Avery,
Alright.
and then my.
For the shrouded night, I think the remaster has updated, has made it quite more powerful than it used to be than the version that you're using.
Okay, I'll take a look at that and add it to his sheet manually with an edit until they update the
Yeah.
remaster in VTT.
It is updated here, but if your character was made before,
Oh,
you
I
need
see what you're saying.
to drop him to level 0 and then re-level him so that he gets the new stuff.
Oh, why don't you just delete the spell and then re-add the spell?
It took me so long to find that spell, but I'll do it.
Hang on, hang on. I'm doing
No,
it.
I'm doing.
I'm doing it right now for you. Shroud of Night. There it is in the
But
compendium.
it's your turn.
There you go.
I delete the top one.
Yep.
Okay.
It looks
Looks
like
exactly
the
the same.
It looks the same.
Maybe it's the old one. I'm gonna post the new one, but I think that you have to do that thing with leveling to 0 and then leveling the character again.
We'll
for
figure it
the
out after the game.
Yeah, we'll
Dragon, kill us, please.
No, the dragon just experienced magic it was unprepared for. Spellcaster, it says in Draconic, and begins flying away as people scream.
Oh no! We quote unquote defeated the dragon.
No, it's running.
Yes.
Did it drop
we
its
won.
loot
We
while it
defeated
ran?
it.
It did
Did it
not.
drop its loot?
It didn't carry any
We
loot.
didn't kill it, but we won the battle by causing it to flee.
We wasted all this time.
No, you saved the town. It was going to attack people. And as the panic begins to calm down a bit, everyone comes back and goes like, they saved us.
Yes, we're amazing. Hooray. I totally didn't run away. Haha.
How far away is it? I will try to throw some
Sure.
wooden arrows or something
It's
like that.
180 feet in the air.
Okay. Can you put it somewhere so that I can target him?
Sure. There you go. I'll just put
I
180
don't
feet
think
on
you'll
him.
hit it.
There you go.
Okay. So there will be like a spear made out of wood that starts floating around me. and
Mm-hmm.
Starts flying towards it.
Uh-huh.
But that thing, okay, so we need to use first weapon infusion.
Ooh.
Piercing will be raised infusion.
Really cuts into the tension.
It's 100 clicks for that.
Okay. Miss.
Would
It
you
will
want
be
my
missed.
I will give you my hero point for this.
I have a hero point. I'm gonna
have
try.
two.
Keep in mind that it has an extra -2 because my range is 100, so 180 is in the first range increment.
Okay.
Miss.
Wait,
Wait.
target.
What
Oh,
are you?
yeah.
It's flying away. What are you doing?
No, I thought that.
I have ended the encounter.
He's trying to ground it.
Yep.
Okay.
I throw a couple of spears towards it, missing. Come back.
It says in Draconic, no, and flies away.
Good thing for me, I don't know what he replied.
Yeah, but the people just stare at you in amazement. It's just like they scared off a dragon.
God damn, I did something. Now I'm useless
everyone
the rest
all
of the
right?
campaign.
Did somebody
Civil.
say something about resting all night?
Yes,
I was
me.
hoping to do that.
I battle my husband myself real quick.
Is anyone
Yeah.
in town hurt?
London,
around.
have some fruits.
You mean the kind that grow off of trees, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
what kind do you want? I have peaches and apples.
Apples will be fine.
Do you have Mountain Dew?
No.
It's just so weird. He can grow as many as he wants.
I not only.
I don't think
Basically,
those are real fruits.
they are real. They're from the
Oh,
plane
don't make
of
me think
wood,
about it.
but
Don't make me think about where he puts them from.
Oh my God.
I'm just imagining the funny thing is that Snarl that eats 4 times as much as a normal person and he eats a light fruit, and according to the description, a single fruit makes you like feeling stuffed for 10 minutes and you cannot eat more of them.
Yay. So do I have to eat 4 of them in order to be stuffed for 10
No,
minutes?
no. The text specifically says that for 10 minutes you feel stuffed.
From a tiny fruit, right?
So it's like
It's full
Chinese
of
takeout.
bacon.
Got it.
It's full of baking
Yes,
soda.
Chinese takeout.
Nice.
Oh God. So yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
people, even the sheriff comes back out and goes like, "What's going on here? Why did a dragon attack?"
A good question. We'll have to put that on our list of inquiries.
I'm just gonna look at Abe. I'm gonna go look at me. It's like, so what did it say?
Do what now?
You were talking to it. What did he say?
Oh, he
I
said
thought
we
he was
all-
just
we-
making noises.
We all die. But I proved him wrong.
I don't know why.
Do you know why he attacked us? Just that we were supposed to die?
He was sent here by
Tarbafon.
Tarbafon. That's it. Thank you.
And everyone,
Tarbafon to just kill us. Kill
everyone,
everybody around here.
everyone gasps and goes like, "The Whispering Tyrant, the one that attacked Absalon to become divinity itself by stealing the Starstone and was defeated."
That,
Please tell us more about
the what
this.
now?
Tarbafon, everyone knows about the Whispering Tyrant and his army of the undead. He destroyed Last Wall to make an army to assault Absalon. He's one of the many people who have tried to assault Absalon and failed. In order to get the Starstone, he wanted to become a god, but his body was destroyed by adventurers.
So
Oh, this is the
if he was a
first-
lich, did the adventures? Wait, actually, hold it. Before I start saying things, let's find out if Grimstone knows anything about liches. With
Okay.
my not trained in religion.
You can use any knowledge so long as you ask a specific question, thanks to the remaster.
So
Survival is
could I
not a
use nature to
knowledge.
figure out whether or not Grimstone knows if the how liches managed to not die? Would nature work?
Sure, yes.
Right, there we go. Recall knowledge.
All right, so as best you can figure, liches don't die because they drain the enemy of their victims, like Twilight. And they sparkle in the sunlight.
Liches are just hard to kill. Why did they sparkle in
Oh.
sunlight?
Hang on, guys. Hang on. I can't use oddity identification for this.
No,
No.
that's not an
You
object.
probably use a cult. I mean, it's an object of your knowledge. I'm
Well,
gonna...
I can use a bonus circumstance to identify magic with mental possession predictions and scrying trait.
Correct, but this is not magic. This is knowledge of a person. Society would work.
I will roll occultism.
Okay, specific question related to liches. Okay,
Yes,
all right.
on how we could defeat a lich.
Okay, that's specific enough. That's something I can answer, yes. All right, you know absolutely well that a lich has a phylactery that must be destroyed after its main body is destroyed to keep it from resurrecting. Although the adventurers may have destroyed the tyrant's body, its phylactery may have been hidden elsewhere. Maybe it's attempting to resurrect. Maybe that phylactery is nearby. Why else would a prophet of Tarbafon be sent here?
Ooh, guys. So if this prophet came here, that means there's a potential chance that they're looking to revive the lich. So we must probably stop this lich from reviving. The only way we do that is find the phylactery and destroy it.
Great.
I'll
What
put
does
that
it
on my
look
to-do
like?
list.
So let's add it to the to-do list for tomorrow because I am hurt and want to go to bed.
I
Yeah,
could agree
maybe a
with that.
rest would be the best.
So yeah, about this phylactery, what did it look like again?
I was just gonna shrug.
I don't know, like a flower pot, something like that.
It could be any object, anything.
Yeah,
Oh God!
but Dave was specifically asked. Yeah, so, okay, cool. We destroyed. What do we have to destroy?
We may
That's
have
the
to
pro-
destroy
the problem
7
with
whole
liches, you
cruxes.
don't know.
I'm
Damn
gonna. Can I
And
do
depending on
recall
how
knowledge?
long the lich has been around, they've
Mhm.
they've probably hidden their not just hidden their phylactery, but hidden it from being scryed and detected. So
Could it be a wait? I might have to roll for this question.
First, Tony.
Could the phylactery be a living person?
First, Tony's question. He wants to use a knowledge with his investigation.
Could I
Okay.
use occultism to determine how
Yes.
phylacteries are destroyed?
Yes, and you may use your follow lead because this is directly related to the events with the Kobold King.
Cool. Let's go. Blind GM roll.
Okay. And what was the question you asked?
What are the methods in destroying phylacteries? Because I assume they're not just like
Oh yeah,
mundane items. They're imbued by necrotic energies.
they are. They will need to be destroyed by magical means, targeted by a disintegration spell, thrown into an active volcano, thrown off of the infinite staircase, whatever that is. No one's figured out what the infinite staircase is. It just gets thrown around a lot with artifacts. Or you could give it to a demigod or a god to destroy, or to a religious organization, say the Church of Iomedae in town.
So no hammer.
You could hammer it. Might not work.
So what you're saying is Falcon Punch will work.
Maybe. Get your monk up about 20 levels, and yeah, he can destroy it.
I'll explain how they're destroyed and probably the idea of bringing it to the church.
Yeah. First, we need to find what we're searching to find.
No, first we need to rest. 100%. That is the first thing.
We lose focus so easily in this group.
first it was go stop the king and the kobold king, and then here comes this thing, and oh, there's a lich coming around. We have to stop that too.
Ooh, piece of
I am
candy.
more afraid
Cool.
of the lich than whatever lizard king there is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess the lizard, the kobold king's been sitting there for 10 years.
yeah,
Can't
that's
be
what I
that
wanted to
anymore.
say. That he was there 10 years and didn't bother anyone. But you have wyverns coming to town now.
I'm just gonna say this, guys. Liches, well, because I have occultism, so I know a little bit about liches. They're dangerous. They cast high level spells. They murder. They have no feeling.
So,
How many missions have you met?
Too many in the novels.
I'm just going to
Novels,
throw around here that for some reason or another, I think that the witch returning may have something to do with the lich also returning, and you also returning, and the nightmares also returning, and somehow they're all connected. Because how cursed this place can be that all of those are not connected and just five
I
different
can,
things
it's pretty
happened.
easy to explain us. The whole Acorn dropped us off where things were happening because Acorn probably wants entertainment and finds us funny for some reason. So
Yeah.
put us forward where we can generate more entertainment for.
Yeah, but let's leave you outside. Let's say that you are the outside force. In the same, let's say, couple of days, a witch that had left returned. Nightmares started happening that are somehow related to the kobolds and the orphans that haven't bothered anyone for 10 years. And now we have a wyvern saying that his Lich Master and Overlord and Big Bad is supposedly returning and tries to find some thingy majingy that he has hidden to do that.
I like that word.
So what's the plan, people? I say we rest, and then tomorrow and the next day we can go check out this hag, work our way to the Crucible, and we'll put the list a little bit further down our to-do list.
Yeah, I think we first need to talk to the witch. Maybe she knows what the fuck
Something.
is going around.
We'll make it so then.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're going to the inn to rest first?
Are we gonna get nightmares again?
I cannot answer that question.
Mm.
You guys were getting nightmares? This is news to me.
Well,
They
you know,
finally decided to tell you.
This is news to me too.
yeah, we started to get nightmares. That's why I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Every
Maybe
night.
maybe through the 10 years we jumped through, maybe they stopped focusing on us.
What?
Hmm.
I don't know.
Tell you what, tell you what, Rufus, God damn it, you rest tonight. I'll keep watch.
No, absolutely not. We will all rest. Okay, it's fine.
Okay,
All right.
then we are resting. Actually, could I
Yes.
go through? Can I go through town and see if anyone has any type of elixir or potion that induces sleep?
Yeah, they have like remedies and stuff. They all point to Davos for it.
Oh, hey. You happen to have
Why do
anything
we
to help?
why do we need an elixir? If you let me sleep, I can cast sleep on everybody.
Yeah, but you have to sleep a whole 8 hours. Then you have to expect us to wait for you?
Yes, god damn it.
No, okay. I'm Davos. Do you happen to have any elixirs that induce sleep?
Have you tried going to sleep yet?
I can make chamomile.
Yeah, you can make some chamomile tea.
Yeah, that's
Then
what
I will partake in the chamomile tea. And I have not tried to sleep since you've been here, but
Yeah.
better have the aid first before than rather be sorry, eh?
Yep. So you.
I do have the what it's called, the natural medicine fit. So given that I can produce at will, basically with what it is called.
You don't need to worry about it because you're not treating any wounds or stuff. It's just
yeah.
tea.
I mean, for sage recipes, like this chamomile tea with sage extract and stuff like that I'm gonna try to make for him.
Yes.
I've heard that it's very good to sleep.
Yes. So you make some wonderful tea for everyone. It's very relaxing. Do you go to sleep?
Indeed.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh boy.
I will take like a bit of time to heal Grimsnarl before, like with medicine.
Absolutely. That's fine. Go ahead and roll your medicine rolls. I've already picked out nightmare victims.
Why did I roll a 5?
You didn't roll a 5. I just had you selected while I did the rolls for the 7 people who are sleeping.
No, God.
All right.
It wasn't me, was it?
No, it was not you. I've already picked the 2 victims. It's fine.
So Grimsnarl will be healing that, and let's say that I give him another apple with the tea.
That's fine.
So
You can make as many apples as you want. Go apple crazy.
yeah. As soon as if Snarl is okay with eating them, I can basically
Apple juice? What?
Just
yeah.
stuff them into his
Just-
mouth.
heal for that and heal for the 10. So 21.
All right. So, Zelos and Davos, your dream is assaulted by nightmares. Davos, you will be getting a +4 circumstance bonus to this will save. Zelos and Davos, I need you to make a DC 26 will save. Davos, you will be getting a +4 circumstance bonus to this will save because you have never met the Kobold King. Fail by 1.
I'm gonna hero point that
Okay,
with my second hero point.
sure.
Fail by more than 1.
Fail by more than 1. Okay, so target experiences nightmares and is fatigued. Since you are fatigued, you cannot take exploratory actions.
And I think I have a penalty to my AC as well, right?
Fatigued comes with everything tacked on. Penalty to AC and saving throws, -1. Yes. When
Yes,
exploring, you
okay.
can't choose an exploration activity. You've recovered from fatigue after a full night's rest. Davos and Zelos, you see a horrifying image, which I believe I have for you. One moment, please. I'm going to post it right into general so everyone could see. Someone posted the lich. Excellent. This is what you see in your nightmares, Davos. Right in general.
Do I recognize the woman, man?
The
There?
man? No, you don't recognize him.
Okay, so morning comes and they will see basically Davos kinda looking like hangover, have a silly smile on his face while he's plastering himself with some sort of stew, and he will go, so guys, those nightmares, I think I just saw your Kobold King.
Good old
I saw like an insane whitish kobold stabbing and slashing a blonde hair man in an altar.
It sounds like Vortishnort.
Yeah. I dreamt that he like killed everyone or something like that. I don't want to remember it too much, but it was bad.
Well, whatever he's doing, he affected me that I've never even seen him before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going
So-
forward, could you guys let us know that you guys are having nightmares and that we could be affected by said nightmares?
Maybe if I had one.
I mean, I had no idea you would have been affected.
I had no
figured it
idea people were gonna be affected 10 years later. What the heck? We don't know what's going on, man.
We knew people were having nightmares like ourselves.
Right, but
Oh no, Davos,
But-
you'll still be fatigued.
Yeah.
You'll still be fatigued.
I understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
just,
you get your resources back.
yeah.
But what I'm going to say is, we only assume it's people who knew Voodoo Shark.
yeah, because it was the orphans and us. I guess we
Yeah,
have
an
fear of
orphan?
infants. Oh, we were all made orphans by the orphan maker, no?
I mean, I hope not. My parents should be alive in the Underdark.
He was BRB.
I don't know. 10
I'll do
years
it
is
for
a
him.
long time.
I should call them. I mean, we're elves. You last centuries. I'm 48. You know that, right?
What?
48.
I lost interest in the conversation.
Years or like?
Yeah, not months, years.
That's impressive.
Elven genes.
And you're still a teenager.
Anyway, yeah. What were we going,
As they
what were
say,
you gonna
cave
say?
elf don't crack, right?
I
Right?
tell ya. I
Oh.
tell ya. But yeah, we assumed it's only people who knew Voodoo and the fact that it affected you, I don't know if it's just you were in our vicinity or it is spreading to the point where anyone and everyone who he targets becomes a victim.
You know, this reminds me of Nightmare on Elm Street. Just saying.
Hmm?
Once you know the name,
So Zelos has
I
given
didn't
away
say that.
a critical clue, and he is indeed correct.
I didn't say delicious fruits.
I said delicious fruits. I just had your character selected when I said delicious fruits.
Wow.
Let's go see this hag.
So,
Okay.
question: the more people that know, the less likely we're able to get picked every time we sleep, right?
Nice.
No,
So, if
I'm
we let the
curious.
whole town know,
the five
Doing the ring.
the 5 people are affected every night, but I selected 2 out of 7 for you guys this time to show you that it's getting worse because only 1 person was selected from your party last time. I am trying to show through a narrative device that the power is growing stronger.
So who's
Yeah.
passed around the sleep aids?
Yeah, I think that fucking kobold started to really annoy me. To be honest with you guys, I think that you were speaking a little bit of bullshit when you were talking about kings and whatnot. But now we have the orphans who, God knows why they had their nightmares. Now I have nightmares. Ah, fuck that.
Yes.
I think he's trying to say he's serious now.
This very genuinely nice guy is starting to get angry, and then you start hearing like yes, anger, rage, good Davos, good now, get him,
Shut up, you.
get him, get the kobold.
I'm gonna get a fly swatter. Tell me what you know about this whole mess. Why you brought them here? Why? What the fuck is going on?
You'll know once you talk to the hag. You'll know
She's a pretty nice witch. Why everyone calls her a hag?
because after a certain age, you know, when women aren't spring chickens anymore, that's when it really
Nice.
starts. You have to
Oh, so
understand.
you are a hag. I get it.
No, fruit
And you are
vendor,
a lady. You're a lady of a certain age, right?
and you're a fruit vendor.
I
I
wish.
think we just order a bug zapper off Amazon and get this damn thing.
All the
Acorn.
pieces are in place.
Who said that?
The annoying pixie that flies around.
Acorn.
Acorn. Is that Acorn?
Right there.
Acorn, what the hell did you do?
I fulfilled your wish. You paid the penance 10 years for salvation.
Oh,
All right. Now I have a question for you, Acorn.
Yes.
Is there any way possible for us to go back?
Yes.
Okay.
can you share that information with us?
No.
All right.
Oh,
How about we make a bargain?
Yes.
No, don't. You'll never win.
I mean, I've beaten a few Fae in other lives.
Okay, but here's
Yeah,
the
but
question.
this is
Will you
a
know
piece
what
of
price you
shit,
need to
Faye.
pay for whatever your bargain is before you have to pay it? We
No,
didn't know about the 10 years for the trip to town.
Well, all right. All right. Know that this is on the table, Acorn. Just, I'll come to you when I'm ready to make this bargain. Does that sound like a deal?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And in return, you must give me
Mm-hmm.
the bear.
No,
I'm okay with it.
I'm not. That's our friend.
Yeah, that's our friend.
How about the
Acorn.
cat instead?
What?
Oh,
Deal.
Can we give We should give Zelos.
No, I'd rather get rid of Rufus. Rufus left me to die.
Music. Music forever.
Oh.
For all eternity within the Fey realm. You'll like it there.
Acorn.
Yes.
We'll come to that road when we get there. Right now.
We will not come to that road.
You've ever heard of Hellraiser? You're going to that realm. Suck it up.
Do you know the hag within the woods, Acorn?
Yes, he said that we should go and talk to her. Like everyone else has said.
Ah!
Just rolling. Just misclick. Just letting Rufus know.
Well, it was first. That was at Rufus, not at Acorn.
No,
However,
it's-
that's
it's
pretty
just
good.
in me.
That is pretty good.
That was a warning shot.
You know, this brings back
Acorn.
memories.
You don't happen to know anything about a pretty nasty fellow called Tarbafon that decided to come around this area, right?
Tarbafon is the Lich King. He made the third seal within the Crucible, where that dwarven hero accidentally stumbled upon after he was dead and turned into the undead creature. That silly Avery came in. Avery the Average, and he did a lot of research. He went back and forth, never quite accomplishing anything until he learned true spell casting and accidentally befuddled and muddled the third seal, unleashing a wave of dark necromantic energies. And then he became the prophet of Tarbafon. He's there now with the Cobalt King. He's there now with Zelos.
God damn it, Avery.
But I'm here.
Yes, you're here. You're here because the timeline was splintered, but you're also there.
So I'm.
You're the asshole that let.
So we have to kill other Avery.
You wanted
That's
magic.
fine.
You wanted magic so badly that you sought it all over the world, and then finally the power of the seal was revealed to you, but your body took much of the negative energy that was released from it, turning you into an undead creature, and so you became Tarbafon's prophet. I'm here to stop it now, Avery. We're going to stop it now. Avery and Acorn, 100 years! 100 years, Avery!
I grab Acorn.
Grabbed.
Are you telling me I'm the cause of this?
No, you're the cause of this. The other you. You have the power to make your own decision. You're the one not touched by magic. That's why I needed you.
I'm gonna start calling you Future Trunks.
I let go of Acorn.
You shoot at me, and then you grab me, and then you tell me to suck things, and you don't even pay me.
I take out a piece of ration.
Avery, just don't be
I'm sorry.
excited when I
Acorn,
say that
do we
your
not
other
entertain-
side is asshole.
How do we not like? How have
Yeah,
we not provided hours of entertainment with our, you know,
I just
dumb
and silly. But yeah, I hand over a piece of ration, probably a sweeter one of the sweeter things I have.
Thank
I
you.
apologize.
Thank you. The pact is made. And she leaves.
Does this mean we lose Rufus in
Just
about
gonna
10 years?
die.
I'm shaking Avery. What did you do?
I gave Acorn food, so
For what? What
It
pact
can't
did
be
you
worse
make?
than waking a lich up.
Why are you bouncing?
I'm not dancing. And I look down at my feet. Oh no!
Just shaking him.
Oh,
Avery just kind of has to take a moment and sits down.
Oh no. Uh,
Alright.
So the Vrudishnark we knew is a different version of the Vrudishnark who's becoming the Kobold King then.
Just like
Perhaps?
a different
well, there
version
were multiple
of the
Brutish
Zealous.
Snorks anyway.
So this is an alternate version or alternate reality.
We have entered the
I was
multiverse.
just gonna say, okay, so when are we gonna face my alternate?
I look at Grimmsnarl.
I hope it's just Zealous and Avery that did the assholery of freeing the
I hope
village,
so,
and
too.
they have made like copies of themselves.
Nope,
I
there's
really
one
hope so,
more.
too.
There's one more that
Uh-huh.
did. And he is carrying herself from the other timeline.
Me.
Yep.
Yeah, I have. What's her name? Hold on, let me look at my.
Here's the dwarf. You have a version of yourself that's
They are a bard.
Wait.
Oh, that's what?
Jack? You're
That's
No,
that's the you
Wait.
that failed.
Nazareth.
If we're in an alternate reality with alternate selves, does this mean I'm the old hag?
Maybe.
I'm gonna laugh
You
if
haven't
it is.
you haven't met her yet.
Can we
Let's-
go meet
How
her
the
now?
turns have
Yes!
tabled.
Yes, you can go meet her. I don't know why we're still in town.
I have no idea.
Me neither.
I thought the game would have ended a half hour ago. That's
We are going to end. We are going to end. But first, before we end, Shroud B and Stennis, your thoughts on the group, please. Did you enjoy yourselves? And was this what you were
All right,
expecting?
guys. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate
I
it.
No, no,
really
I had
enjoyed
fun.
it. I had fun. I also want to say sorry if you think that I interject too much when
No,
I
that's
speak
good.
about the
Absolutely
rooms.
not.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
I should give you guys more time to speak.
No.
Nah, you're fine.
You should speak more, sir, because if you don't, they get unfocused. You've seen what happens. You've seen what happens when they get unfocused.
Hey,
It's
I did my best to push all the responsibility to Lodin. Don't push back on me.
That's what your mother said to your father.
Oh no.
Wow. Is that a stiffy?
God.
No, it's just a tree. Nah.
So I'm gonna ask the people from before. You know, like, what do you think about our two new guys?
A blast and a half. Loden and Davos above game. Your PCs are fun. Yeah, like I like
Yeah.
your introduction into this world. Appreciate you being the guides for this setting.
Yay, we
And
actually have people who can decide things.
Like
We've already
as someone-
promoted one of you to party leader, so
as someone who's attempted to guide the party a fefew times, just to not like feel like we're stepping on toes. I appreciate having another voice to be like, "No, let's do this." And I'm like, "All right, I'll shut up for a bit. Let's do this." So
Yeah, it can be
yes,
tough. I've been there.
I have a tendency to make bad suggestions, so
this is not a slight at anyone here. It is just something I do in any and most tables. It's like, hey,
and I
see the
appreciate
DM.
it.
Okay.
at least we're not doing the first things that comes to our mind anymore.
Well, that's what I do still.
Yeah, we're not chaotic. We're not chaotic stupid.
We learned after
Yeah.
the
No, that's
first
just
two
me.
Speak for
TPKs.
yourself.
But that's how you get TPK too. That like we'll have to come at some point.
No.
We'll have to work together and figure out how to best optimize certain things. Otherwise, we will get TPK'd more often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to upgrade my hand wraps with a rune of striking so I can do more damage when I actually.
I'm
hit.
just surprised the
need to
town is still
retrain.
standing after our first fight.
Yeah.
There's that too.
For
think
me,
Avery.
I learned that I need to wait for my initiative after Grimsnar and just pop the tree next to him because I don't think that he will turn.
Yeah.
Very true.
Grim
Yeah.
is the meat shield. That's basically all it does. He doesn't hit that often.
Would anyone kill me if I ended up asking for a week to retrain because I just hate what I've done?
So now
No,
that we
it's
have
fine.
2 new people in the group, you may all freely retrain if you have any buyer's regret by next session. So you're good. You have 2
Okay.
weeks to retrain.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
You
yeah.
also have like a very good narrative reason, like you were shunted through time and things are slightly different.
Yeah, the
Mm.
timeline.
Can I retrain our DM to try to murder us every second of the game?
No, it doesn't work that
you
way.
don't want me to do that. I've been generous because I want you to be the same person that you are to finish the campaign with, so you feel like you've grown. That's why I made the alternate timeline so nobody died.
I think.
We want to die so bad.
No,
who
you don't
who
get
is this
to.
we?
You don't get to.
I like to imagine this retrain for Avery is just realizing maybe the pursuit of arcane knowledge is not something that should be taken to the fact that their alternate self is now the right hand to a lich. Maybe they go on a more creative path in their life.
I think
we'll
you
see
need
what
to do
happens.
some soul searching.
Yeah.
Or is that what? Wait, isn't that what caused that in the first place?
Yep, that's exactly what caused it. And now look at me now.
Did you say soul or skull searching?
Soul.
Both.
Maybe.
I have to retrain to learn how to kill things because I was too passive in my training.
Yep.
Not as a bard. You don't have to learn how to kill things.
No,
you
I
can
need
learn
to
how
kill.
Oh my god!
All right.
Rufus has chosen violence.
There are some very nice occult spells to kill, or that make attacks
Yeah.
and stuff. That said, for the witch player, the remastered, I think you should probably take a look at the remastered witch because it is one of the classes that got the most changes and it was almost all positive, both in feats and abilities. As an example, the game master said that you have this, you're familiar, but one of the things, as an example, that they gave to all the witches was that they gave basically free abilities to the familiars, depending on your patron, that when you do a hex or you sustain a hex, things happen. As an example, for the Shroud of Night, it gives an eerie feeling and an enemy becomes automatically frightened. For the Resentment patron, it makes your debuffs last longer. For the Arcane
You
Witch,
just put me off of spellcasters because I looked for simplicity, and now you're just confusing me.
Yeah, they actually become more complicated if
Yes.
that's what.
So maybe it's time for the Kitsune to become either a rogue or a swashbuckler or, a fighter.
A more simplistic spellcaster that could fit with that theme is also the psychic, who has less spells but stronger unique cantrips, and his whole thing is like after the first round he can unleash his mind, and for 2 rounds he does more damage, but then he's worse for another 2 rounds.
Let's
So
talk
basically like a barbarian mage.
Let's talk
Well,
about
I mean, if I
that.
wanted to, yeah.
Hold on.
Let's talk about that in the Discord over the next week or
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
next 2 weeks.
2 weeks
Mhm.
because
We have time.
if I am able to host on Saturday, I will let you know at least 24 hours in advance, but I have to say no right now because I am scheduled for that day. That could change.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you give us more than 24 hours, then we could probably. Well, I can probably rally,
Okay.
but I do need to know that we're doing something. Like,
Right.
I have a game at 4 a.m. where he does not like to tell us until 4 a.m. It's like that can't work out like that.
No, that will
Yeah.
not work out. I give at least 24 hours. I give at least 24 hours notice, sir.
Yeah, Bramble is very punctual as well as very
For
I was
me,
professional about
He's
this.
very organized, unlike us.
There we go.
Yes.
for me, it is Saturday night now, so I usually don't have stuff to do because I work on Saturday morning, and now it's like almost 3 o'clock in the morning. So usually I don't have stuff going in 12 o'clock in the night when we start 11:30 when we start in the night. So
No
I'm
problem.
usually okay with even
Right.
smaller.
But I will keep everyone's considerations in mind. But thank you for letting me know your situation. I will do my best to get you guys, aware of when signups are and whatnot. I will post signups when I'm absolutely certain I have the day. This time I don't have the day, but if that changes within 24 hours or 48 hours, I will post and tell you that it's available. But right now I have to say no. The week after. will
No
be-
worries. Enjoy your work.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I don't know about Joy.
Are you
Oh,
still
and,
doing ice cream?